Goddamn, guys. Goddamn, man. What's going on? What are you laughing at, man? What's so funny? Why don't you say it? See, you can't even say it.
There's nothing to be said.
There's nothing. God damn it. Look what you did. It's all his fault, man. God damn it.
Oh my god. All right, man. Well, how is everybody doing, man? What is going on? We are officially back with your Backlash Tampa official post-show review. So how's everybody doing, man? Thank you guys so very much for joining us. Like I said, for another edition of a post-show review. This is, like I said, your Backlash review. Tonight, I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised. This is the second good show in a row WWE's put on coming out of WrestleMania Night 1. I thought WrestleMania Night 2 was obviously very good, and I honestly thought, I honest to God thought that tonight was a very good show. It obviously has its WWE isms in there. It has its ridiculous amount of ads and all this stuff, but the one thing I gotta say tonight, every match on this card went over 10 minutes.
It did.
I can at least say that.
Exactly, man. Overall, man, I come out tonight. I'm not like pumped about, what's next or whatever, but I enjoyed the pay-per-view that I sat down to watch, man. Matches got time, and I was overall just happy and agreed with the match decisions, man. So overall, I think it was a good night from them. They did have that little blunder in the middle, the certain mystery tag partner and all that jazz, man. But other than that, dude, genuinely, other than that, overall, it was a good night for them. It was.
It really was. It really was. I actually did very much enjoy what we got tonight with everything. I like I said, for the most part, everything did deliver on this card for the most part. There obviously are a couple things we're gonna get into, we're gonna get into, but for the most part, man, I gotta say I am very surprised with the job that WWE did tonight. I was expecting this to be a nothing show, and it actually ended up being something very enjoyable. So
it was.
I gotta give that one to them. Man. But with that, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for joining us here today for another edition of NHP, another edition of your post-show reviews. And with that being said, if this is your first time watching, guys, do not know the show works every Monday after Monday Night Raw. We are on here with Unscripted, and every Friday at 3 p.m. Central, we're on here with the news and the pay-per-views for both WWE and AEW. We are live directly after the show goes off the air with the official post-show review, man. So if you guys did miss yesterday's edition of the news, as well as, if you guys did miss yesterday's edition of the news, you guys can find that on all platforms. That is Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here live on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, if you also wanted to catch up on the gaming stream from Thursday, that is available on the YouTube page for you guys as well, man. That was Ready or Not, episode 3 of that. So that was a lot of fun, man. And yes, with that, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official NHP merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Links at the top of the description of this very video, man, where you can find this beautiful piece of NHP merch live on there. The brand new Slept On design, as well as all the other OG designs live on there as we speak. Again, that is bonfire.com. Links at the top of the description of this video, man. Also, if this is your first time watching and you do not know who we are here at Notorious Heels, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show, and as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. Sir K, go ahead. Let the people know what it is you are smiling about today.
Man, smiling because I'm here with you guys, man. It's the only reason, man. Only reason. But here with you guys, and overall enjoyed a pretty solid pay-per-view today, man. So that's actually nice to smile about for once. And enjoyed the day, man. It was a good day. Good pay-per-view overall, man. And excited to be here with the review and talking about some of the more talkative stuff tonight, man. Especially that little announcement they had, the GOAT do. That's very interesting to talk about that, man. And I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just been hanging out and just waiting for all these pay-per-views. It's going to be a weekend of nothing. and then pay-per-view, right back-to-back weekends, man.
Yep.
So I'm excited to get into it, man. And I'm excited, man. Like Durante always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. Family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat? How are they doing watching the replay? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Not too bad. Honestly, just chilling, man. Just chilling, enjoying the weekend and whatnot. So, yeah, it's been nice, and yeah, it's been not too bad so far, man. Not too bad. So can't complain, man. Can't complain. Enjoyed the day so far. Enjoyed the weekend. Been enjoying the weekend. Well, actually. Oh my God, SmackDown yesterday was a wreck.
Dude.
That's a whole can of worms we can get into before we get into Backlash. Because geez, we're not gonna go over the show like we would on any unscripted, but typically when there's a pay-per-view, we don't cover much of SmackDown anyway. We'll kind of just talk about it here.
Yeah.
But yes, want to real quick, want to give a very, very special birthday shout out to none other than my niece, man. So happy birthday. Happy birthday to my niece. I talked to her a little bit earlier today.
Awesome.
I just wanted to give a happy birthday shout out to her. I like to document these for when she gets older. I can go back and show her these little birthday shout outs I've been giving her every year. So happy birthday to you. Truly such an amazing kid. Such a beautiful little girl, man, in every sense of the word. Happy birthday to my niece. And again, there's few things there's few things that truly keep me going in this world. You are one of them. Being your uncle for the past 9 years is, wow. I know, being your uncle for the past 9 years is truly a badge of honor, and one of the things I wear most proudly. I love you. Happy birthday. I'm gonna see you soon, and yeah, I love you so much. I can't even describe it. But happy birthday to my niece, and yes, again, I can't wait to see you soon, and you truly make me so proud every time she's calling and texting now. So I know she's getting so much bigger. It's so weird every time I see her name pop up on my phone. I'm like,
like what?
This is weird. I'm used to calling your mom to talk to you, but keep calling and texting your uncle. Have fun. Have a great birthday. I love you so much. And yes, I'm so proud of you. And I'm so excited to see what you do and who you become. So I love you. Happy birthday.
Truly, happy birthday, man. Time is crazy. Time does not feel like 9 years, man. That's crazy how time flies. But truly, happy birthday. Truly hope your birthday is incredible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Manager Logan, does Manager Logan even have this kind of say anymore after we cut his pay?
I mean, we did cut your pay, man. So it's
does he? I think we got to talk about. I think
we had to revert it to an NHP friendly deal.
Yep.
So I don't know if you got to say anymore, dude.
Yeah,
it might not be my call, man. I mean, it might be from higher powers, man. It might be, but I think we do have to talk about SmackDown, man. Because what is there to talk about, man? We got the incredible main event funeral segment, man. We got what the fuck else happened on this show? We got Royce Keys.
No, not definitely not to get into SmackDown too much. Definitely not to get into SmackDown. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry you got to find out this way, man.
You we emailed you the offer. You had 27 hours to accept.
Nah, you had 30 minutes to accept.
30 minutes. Oh, my bad.
They were a little cut.
I thought it said 30 hours.
No.
30 minutes. Sorry. You had 30 minutes to accept. You didn't respond, so we just had to cut it. We were gonna cut you, but I was like, we'll do him the favor.
Exactly. We'll do you the favor. Offer you a 50% cut, man.
Yep.
And didn't work out, man. You didn't respond, so it was great, man.
It's over.
Money's great ours now, man. You've been a vet, but
yep.
I hate to break it to you, man.
Yeah.
30 minutes, man. 30 minutes. Shit. We emailed it at the start of Backlash.
What if he was recording? Is he shit out of luck?
He's just out of luck, man. That's how it
Sorry,
goes, man.
Sorry.
You gotta have. What did Nick Khan say, man? You're never not at work, or you're never not available to work.
Yeah, he doesn't like what was it? Oh my god, he doesn't like out of office email responses.
Exactly.
Like, I'm out of office. I'll get back to you soon.
You can't be out of office, man. He says
Look,
he wants his really, man. You got it.
No, you're denied.
You are denied.
He's denied. No.
He's denied.
He didn't have a choice.
We're rehiring you just to deny you your release, bro. Sorry.
Yeah.
And if you do get your release, you got a 9-month no compete. 9 month. Not 90 days, 9 month.
I think we should do 9 year.
Ooh, 9 years. I like the sound of that, man. 9 years.
9 year no compete.
It applies to your own channel, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, no more content.
No more.
Content. 9 years.
Hate to break it to you, man.
Yeah.
Should have just replied in 30 minutes.
Yep. Shouldn't have been out of office, bro.
Can't be out of office, man.
That's your fault.
Exactly.
What kind of shop are you running here?
But you get 2 days notice and you don't even see it.
They just fire you after
you
2
don't
days.
You just get an email, just wait. Wait, what? What happened?
Oh my god. Man, yeah, sorry, Manager Logan. It's over.
It's break it to you, man.
It's over, dude. You're still with the team, but you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're still part of the family, man.
Yeah.
But you just aren't going to be getting paid.
Yeah, think about it like that. You know?
It's like an internship.
But
for you, it's for the experience you get.
I gotta say, some other things. So yes, cut Manager Logan's pay. It's my niece's birthday. We watched the Hogan doc.
We did watch the Hogan doc, man.
I gotta say,
I get what they tried.
I get what they tried to do.
Yeah.
And I think they succeeded on certain levels of some things. I think,
in Hogan's words, they succeeded to a point.
Yeah, they did. That's actually a good way to put it. The point of we're watching the documentary and I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, other than him passing away, because obviously, like, this footage was taking place, you know, before he passed. So, like, I'm thinking to myself, like, what was the point of this if he didn't pass away? Was this just like a Hogan recap doc or something?
I think they probably started the production right after that Netflix, like, Boo segment to probably essentially do the same thing they tried to do here.
I could see that. So I think what they tried to do was show that more human side of him, because half of the time we see him, he's doing his gimmick. I mean, he's a mark for himself. So
they literally say it in the doc.
Yeah, they literally said, like, he's a mark for his own gimmick. Like, he
Jeff, bro, that Bret Hart part
Oh
had me dying, bro. I love Bret Hart, man, and he's just so bitter about Hulk Hogan. It is the greatest thing ever, man. I get it. I fucking hate the guy too, man. That shit kills me, bro. That shit kills me.
Bret Hart has no shame in his bitter game, bro. He is so bitter. Oh man. Jeez, that is yeah, he's so bitter, it's hilarious, dude. It is fucking hilarious. So
about fuck you.
The part in the interview where he's got a drink and he's like, yeah, fuck you.
And he just took the shot, dude. Goated, bro. That shit was goated.
Hilarious. I think what they attempted to do was show that he was a good person at home. Like,
yeah,
I think what they tried to show was that, like, he was a dude that loved his kids, and but it was also just very kind of they would
just brush over
what's the word I'm looking for? Counter
it was counterintuitive.
Yeah, like, it was like, what's that word I'm looking for, dude? It was like they would just contradict. Hogan was constantly contradicting what he was himself was saying. Like, I wasn't understanding. At one point, he wanted to be at home and be with his kids. Then when he was at home with his kids, he was pissed because Bret Hart was on top, so he had to come back. And then when he came back, he was pissed because Vince didn't want to push him anymore. But then before he even left in the first place, he was talking about, oh, they should have found my replacement in the late 80s. I don't know why I'm still doing this. So it's like, to me, it was like, it was so, he was so contradicting to like what he was saying. But I also, the one part I do empathize with in it is the part where it kind of, the parts where it talks about where he kind of was like a mark for himself and kind of like got lost in his own character, which is a sad thing to see.
Yeah.
And you can kind of say the same thing about guys like Ric Flair, like just those old heads that just kind of like can't really get over the fact that their days behind them, and they, you know, they're always looking for that one last, you know, spotlight or the one last match, or and it is a sad thing for these people to kind of almost forget who they are as humans. And I think what they tried to do was show that he was like a good dude at home, but Triple H did say it best when they talked about that little like his last Raw segment where he got booed out of the Intuit Dome. But it's just like, at the end of the day, nobody could take away how much he truly meant to wrestling. I mean, he is the GOAT of his era. He's a GOAT in general. He was like, they say it all the time, but he was the first WWE superstar. And he was an icon. He'll absolutely transcend lifetimes past us, I'm sure, in the wrestling, but he'll always be talked about. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I think, you know, he definitely made a lot of mistakes in terms of like, you know, not really, his apologies felt hollow, to put it in Triple H's words. His apologies just felt hollow.
They did.
I get what they tried to do, and I do sympathize with certain points of it, but at the end of the day, I mean, again, nobody could take away how much he meant to the business and how much he did for the business at all, and again, truly how much he means to the business. But at the end of the day, you can't, you know, I guess, disagree with people's gripes on him as a person.
Oh, 100%, man. It's one of those things where, you know, people have their love for him, man, and you know, I get that to an extent, man. And he did do a lot for the business, man. He was the first, you know, big name in the business, man. And then you could also agree with the people that don't like him for all the various reasons, man. And I think overall, the doc was fun. It was nice. It was nice seeing, you know, the family side of him, man. They did brush over like a lot of things he did, like the Jesse and Union stuff. The whole Jeff mentions that, like, Brooke, you know, disowning him and shit, and I think he does have another wife. I think the last one in the doc was his third wife.
Really? I
swear he had 3 wives over time. I swear he had 3.
Even a lot of the mistakes he made, he didn't even really address them. And I think that's another thing about Hulk that just rubs a lot of people the wrong way. He has no sense of taking accountability. None.
He didn't take accountability for nothing. He cheated on his first wife with his daughter's friend. Then he cheated on his first wife with his best friend's wife. And that was obviously the whole sex tape and racism stuff. And it was just a snowball from there, man. But truly, I thought it was a good, fun doc, man. It was.
I thought so too. I enjoyed what they did. I enjoyed what they did. Like I said, trying to, or at least getting like at little points in the doc, just sort of getting to see more of a human side of him. Again, most of the time we see Hulk Hogan. He's, you know, running his fucking, what you're gonna fucking do, Jack, when Hulkamania runs wild on you. What? Rick? Oh my God,
he's back at it, man. Speaking of the devil, man, Ric Flair calling out Luka again, brother.
At Luka Doncic.
Oh, brother, he needs to put the phone down.
There's only one word that I could possibly say, and that's, and he puts this in all caps, disappointed. $46 million, and you can't play. He's hurt. OMG. I would jump off the Empire State Building with a parachute for $46 million a year. Wait, with a parachute?
Without a parachute.
I know, with.
So you'll be fine. What do you mean?
What's the risk in that? So you just want to go skydiving?
I will skydive for money.
and I don't even know how to pull the cord to open it. Oh, but I would take my chances. Isn't it right on the?
You just pull the cord. It says it in the name, the pull cord. You pull it.
The best part about this tweet is he puts a photo of Luca that he clearly had to like look up on Google, save it to his camera roll just to use it in this tweet. Rick,
good old
I
Rick.
understand it's a thing in basketball to like, I understand it's a thing in wrestling to like work injured. Not the best thing in basketball, dude. No. If you look at what happened with James Harden in Brooklyn, dude, they mistreated his injury. He came back too early, and James Harden is back, semi-back. Now, obviously, he's out of his prime now, but like for a while, James Harden sucked because he didn't fully recover. He never fully recovered from that hamstring injury that never healed properly. So he was running around for a lot of years at fucking 70, 60%. You know what I mean? And I mean, he's gotten back to a decent point now with his hamstring where he is able to play good basketball, but at the end of the day, man, you don't fuck around with injuries. It's literally only wrestlers that do that stupid type of shit.
And it's dumb when they do it too. You don't think it's fucking stupid every time Seth does it? Every time you do it, Rick, your old ass is still moving occasionally, and you suck while you do it.
No, seriously, bro. Well, I can't say the only place it happens in wrestling, but it certainly happens a lot in wrestling. Yeah, no, Logan says it perfectly. Bro wants Luka to tear his hamstring so he could spend the whole offseason recovering.
That makes no sense.
Rick, let's be honest.
Yep.
They're not making it past Oklahoma City anyway. Yeah. Like, and I understand you can't. You're like, if you're a guy on the Lakers, you can't fucking go into it with that mentality. You got to fucking try to win. But at the end of the day, dog,
you know when you're like that beat.
OKC pays off the refs, bro. All right, they're paying off the refs. They're getting crazy ass foul calls left and right, bro. Y'all aren't making it past OKC anyway. I think Luka would help, but at the end of the day, bro, if he's not healthy, then he's not fucking healthy.
Like, straight up.
You can't expect Luka Doncic to be fucking Sabu, okay, and just tape it up and keep going.
Literally. He's not Seth Rollins. He's not just going to be a fucking idiot and wrestle injured.
Nice going, Rick. Nice fucking going. All right. Real quick. So that was my thoughts on the Hogan doc. SmackDown.
Great show.
You gotta can it, dude. You gotta fucking can that show. That gingerbread man funeral segment, when I tell you that's going to be memed 5 years from now, and people are going to be like, yo, remember in 2026 when WWE had a gingerbread man funeral and Lil Yachty popped out and attacked Sami Zayn? That is going to be a trivia question on WWE one day. Which segment main evented SmackDown? And it's going to be a bunch of legit shit that you would think is the answer. And there's going to be a gingerbread man funeral. And everybody's going to get that question wrong, but it's going to be on there because that was fucking terrible, man. That show, everything top to bottom from that show. They think Tala Tonga's some monster now. Oh. That show is so fucking bad. The whole show, they had everybody, legit talent, mourning a gingerbread costume.
They had Ray Phoenix out there mourning a gingerbread costume. They're hyping up Tali Tonga. At the same time, they're having Tama Tonga lose to fucking to Royce Keys. They're having fucking Royce Keys fucking dap up with Jacob Fatu. I mean, that show is ass top to bottom, man. That show fucking blows. You have fucking Cody Rhodes saying his line every fucking I'm easy to find but hard to beat, or whatever the fuck his stupid new catchphrase is. This show sucks, dude. this show sucks. Punk is only gonna make it so much better. And you need a whole change to SmackDown, man. You essentially need a reboot to this fucking show because it sucks that bad. That show blows.
I think at this point he should change it to easy to find, hard to book, because I genuinely don't know what else you could like. One, if he, I swear, dude, if he gets past Gunther and just beats him,
Ooh.
Again, easy to find, hard to book, because I don't know at that point what he can possibly. I literally have no idea at that point what he could do.
Just
like
being a dead in the water feud of Randy Orton. That shit's gonna be so lame and oh man. I'm so sick of it, dude. I'm so sick of Cody on that show. I'm sick of Cody. I'm sick of all this shit, dude. SmackDown sucks.
That show's the absolute shits, dude. The only thing that I actually liked on SmackDown was the little Paul Heyman favor. Obviously, it seems like Brock is legitimately retired, because I feel the favor from Gunther to Heyman was going to be, you know, give me your beast, right? So I can retire him. But
I think he retired early.
I think he genuinely retired earlier than they thought, because the favor ended up being Paul Heyman got Gunther over to SmackDown, and got him a championship match with Cody Rhodes, being that, you know, Heyman is the master negotiator. I actually really like that. I like that better than the whole Brock proposal, partly because I wanted a Gunther Brock match. If you did the Gunther Brock match at Mania to then do the Oba match at SummerSlam, I would have been cool with that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they did the Oba match at Mania, and it looks like Brock is done at Mania. And I wanted Oba to be the one to retire him anyway. So again, it's not the worst thing in the world that we're not getting our Gunther Brock match. I would have loved it, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna hurt anybody to. I don't think. Gunther. Again, the match would have been great, but it would have just been based around the whole career killer stuff, and it would have. I just think it would have. I didn't care to see Gunther get another name under his belt that he didn't need. I think Oba could have used it a lot more. But with that, yeah. So I actually really did like what the favor ended up being for Gunther and Heyman, with him moving to SmackDown, and I think it is a better move to put him over there, because Raw is so crowded. It's like Gunther can't even really swim over there right now.
No, they Raw is way too crowded. Hell, Raw is still crowded, man. But I'm glad that they moved Gunther over there, and I like the reason. Obviously, I think they had to change the reason. That's a good change to it. I think that covers it up and puts the dust over it really nicely. And I like that, Gunther's on SmackDown, and the way they did it was really good. So I'm glad they did that, and they got to wipe their hands clean in a good way, in a good, genuine way.
Absolutely, man. So let's see, man. We got yeah, that was pretty much the crux of it, man. But yeah, SmackDown, dude. Yesterday, I'm
show's ass.
That show that needs a just hard reset. And it's so funny too, because we just talked about how, a lot of people didn't like the use of the gingerbread man in the story, so they wanted to axe it. And then we see stuff like that. It really just goes to show that they do not give a fuck.
Exactly. They see what the fans want. They just don't give a fuck.
Correct. So I don't know, man. Terrible stuff. I must say, man, terrible fucking stuff on SmackDown these days, bro. But with all of that, that brings us to Backlash.
Backlash, man.
I gotta say, we're another year away from international backlashes, and I still miss them.
No, I 100% still miss the international Backlash. And Tampa was fine.
Yeah.
Tampa was cool, but I miss my international Backlash. Man, I really do.
Which it's been 2 years now. We did France 2 years ago, and the year before that was Puerto Rico. But France. Oh.
France was insane.
That was a good one.
Oh, that was really good, man. I'm glad we're going to, Italy next for their pay-per-view, man. But I would like this one being an international one too.
100%. 100%. I wonder what time the Italy one will end up being.
Probably around your normal UK show.
Yeah, I would think. So yes, Tampa. Yeah, Tampa was fine. I like them being in Tampa, but man, I do miss those going over. I miss those international summers. I wish they would have kept that. That makes no sense that they didn't keep that. I thought that was such a fun like summer vibe. And it really, really kind of just kept things upbeat for WWE during the summer. I thought
it did. I miss it. I wish they went back to that.
Yeah. The first match on the show, this was on ESPN2 for free.
God, they are hammering that shit home. You could tell they are fucking begging people to buy that unlimited plan to watch this fucking company, man. Because holy shit, they ain't never seen no fucking first hour free, and you got to pay for the rest, man. Especially, and the one of the things you put on the hour the part you got to pay for is Danhausen. You wonder why people are buying your shit, dude. Imagine you pay the fucking $30, then boom, you just see Danhausen. That's not what people want to pay for. Like,
and a midget.
In a midget. Oh man. And then that's the first thing you see after you pay $30. If I was a first-time viewer, I would be furious at the shit I'm watching. I wouldn't watch the rest of the show at that point. That shit's embarrassing.
Yeah, like Logan says, we got 3 matches for $30.
Matches.
We paid $10 to watch Danhausen and Minihausen versus Kit and The Miz.
What the fuck is this company, man? What are you guys doing?
That's again that's where we go wrong. That's where we go so wrong.
You can't give us Evans and Page, fucking a women's US title something, a women's IC something. This is what you give us, man. Fucking Danhausen and Minihausen versus fucking Miz and Kit Wilson.
The first match on the card was Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker.
I think I mean Braun versus Will Ospreay.
Braun versus Will Ospreay, huh?
Exactly. You tried at least. No, this was a good match, man. It was a good match. I like the opener, man. And Seth was moving, bro.
Yes.
He's moving. There was a little bit of fumbles. There was like 2 fumbles, but overall, man, I actually love this match, dude. I really like this opener. To me, this was the match of the night, I would say, man.
Same. I would agree.
Okay, cool. A lot of people are saying the main event. I like the main event, but it kind of underwhelmed low-key a little bit.
The ending was it was very anticlimactic to me.
It just ended. You know what I mean? And then it's not even that it was like the actual end of the match was good because like there was a lot of good near falls and shit before, but like the aftermath was just generic beat up. We'll get to the main event, man. And I liked it, but this was definitely my match for the night, man. I loved it. Seth was moving his ass off. Man, haven't moved like this since 2017, bro. He was moving, man. Braun was moving. It was a very good match. I liked the dynamics. This match also had some very good kickouts, bro. It did. I very much liked this match.
Yes, this one had some very good near falls. I loved Roman and Fatu. I thought they did a very good job. To me, I wasn't too big on that ending. I wasn't big on what I wasn't big on wasn't the way they ended it. I wouldn't have minded if Jacob sold the turnbuckle better.
He should have.
If they did, because again, it's not like, you obviously don't want to beat Jacob clean.
Yeah.
So, I understand having him get hit with the turnbuckle.
And like Roman's not even like paying attention to it.
And then Roman, spears him. That's fine. I didn't like how
the afterwards.
After it happens, Jacob gets up immediately, starts attacking Roman, and then he's like yelling in the camera, "I told y'all." You told us what, dude? You just lost. What do you mean you told us?
Like, it's not even the ending to the match, it's the aftermath that killed the ending.
Yeah.
That makes sense, man. Because I like that, they didn't. And it was Roman, cheating, but he wasn't even like trying, because it was Jacob that was, fucking with the turnbuckle.
Mm-hmm.
So like it really was Jacob's fault, and I like that. It's the aftermath of immediately getting up and just doing the generic beat 'em up, and because they're mad you lost. It's just very generic, man. Very generic and a little underwhelming, man.
Yeah.
But this opener did not underwhelm. This match actually banged, man.
This was very good. You gotta.
That's on a streak, man.
Yes, Seth. Ever since coming back, he has been on a mission. he's been on a mission to prove the haters wrong, man.
Proving me wrong.
Yeah. he's. I've never seen this guy so excited for a fucking Seth Rollins match 2 pay-per-views in a row.
Dude, he saved fucking Chamber, which is crazy.
Oh my god, I forgot about it. Yes, he did.
He saved Chamber. He had fucking an insanely good match at fucking WrestleMania. And he had the best match on Backlash, man. He's on a streak. This is the Rollins, and he didn't come out in no goofy ass colors. No, none of that. He's cool. He's moving like he's cool again, man. I like this, Seth. And there's like a whole story around him with all the heel shit is biting him in the ass. I like that shit, dude. Look at that, man. Look at that.
Yeah.
Was this so hard with the Vision? You couldn't have done this with the Vision.
This version of Seth would have fit well with the Bronze. I think it really would have.
Man.
So it's kind of funny how everything works, because I look at like this, like kind of like Seth that has like an edge to him,
chip on his shoulder.
Yes, I think him with the Bronze.
This version,
yes, like all kind of like fighting for like respect in the company would have been really fucking cool, but that's not what we got. That's not what we got. We ended up getting fashionista Seth with the fucking Bronze. So it has really been nice to kind of see Seth Rollins in this role. Again, it's very refreshing. I was very worried he was gonna come back and be wearing his fucking outfits and all this stuff. I really would have liked to change to the theme song, but WWE, they love their crowd involvement, and we can't change it because the crowd fucking loves it or whatever. They want to sing to it, or they want to yeet or do the whoa, or they love all that stuff. So I gotta say, they did they've done a pretty good job in booking Seth to not just immediately revert back to all the bullshit he was doing before. So I've enjoyed the character arc that he's been on. And obviously, I obviously like Braun, so I think I think this match here tonight was the match of the night for me. I think both guys showed out. Again, it's not anything against the main event or anything like that. I just think this match delivered just a better of a match.
I think it did. I think it delivered a better match, man. Overall, I'm just happy and shocked with the ending. I mean, I expected Seth to win. I would have been fine with that, man. I really would have, but it shocked me that he didn't win. In a good way. I actually had look at that Triple H. It shocked me in a good way. Is this hard to do normally? It's really not, dude. It's really not. Overall, liked it, man. I liked the match. I thought the match was really good. The dynamic was really good. Really good kickouts in the match, like I said, dude. And there were some moments where Seth tried some spots that didn't work out, man. Thought he was watching some Ospreay tapes and it didn't work out, man. But I can't blame him. Might as well try. Man. And overall, it was a good match, man. I really liked the match. And I like, obviously it was a Vision interference, fucking whoop-de-doo. But I like how they really didn't matter, to even the end of the match, man. I like that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I like the way they put them in there without, kind of putting them in there. It was kind of just a quick
little boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Seth runs in, boom. But then that wasn't the end of the match, which I actually really liked.
100%. Yeah, they... You
thinking about the pressure, Austin Theory?
I can't remember what I was going to say.
Is it or about humble Logan Paul? Well, Maxine Dupree, man, when she's coming in.
Oh God, could you imagine? Way to ruin the match. They just have Maxine run out with a chair.
Brother.
This match started off, there was a lot of Braun Breaker offense here. There was a lot. It was very Seth on the defense.
Braun Breaker.
Yeah, sorry. Braun Breaker. Michael Cole just kills me, dude.
Braun Breaker.
Kick out by Braun.
Braun. Hey, brother.
My question is, how does Michael Cole say LeBron James? Does he fucking call him LeBron James?
I think he probably calls him LeBron James.
LeBron. What the fuck, man? Why does he call him Braun? It irks me, dude.
For Reed, he would say Bronson Reed for Reed too. So that's just how he says it. It's LeBron James.
LeBron James is crazy. So there was a lot of, like I said, there was a lot to start the match. There was a lot of Braun offense here. Seth was a lot on the defense, bro. There was the two spots that everybody was clowning on through the night. Seth went to do a flip over. I'm assuming he was going to hit a pedigree. He went to do the flip over spot that Will Ospreay does all the time. And then there was like a botched Breakensteiner in the beginning from Braun, and then there was another botched one, but it was from Seth's part. He was supposed to land on his feet. He landed on his ass, and dude, I just seen Twitter just clowning on this man. I immediately made the joke as soon as it happened. I looked over at Sir K. I'm like, hey man, Ospreay would never, because I knew from the moment, especially that flip over spot, because I know Will does that all the time. I fucking knew. I'm like, oh, they're gonna clown on him for this. And sure enough, I load up Twitter and I'm seeing all these edits of Will Ospreay. I'm like, oh man.
See, I feel bad, man. He tried, man.
No, man. Like, guys, fucking shit happens,
still
bro.
The match of the night.
It still was the match of the night. And yes, and look, it's nothing against Seth, man. Let's guys, we don't got to throw hate at Seth. We can throw praise at Will Ospreay though, because truly, he makes that shit look fucking easy. And again,
apparently he really thought it made it look easy.
He makes it look so easy. But look, guys, we could give praise to Will without having to fucking bury somebody, bro. But
I could do that shit.
It's okay, bro. You're ruining.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm trying to speak something positive about Rollins. You're making fun of him.
No, I'm not making fun of him, man.
I could do that.
Like, genuinely, and it's not even because of like Seth's quality or nothing. It's genuinely probably just his age and like the amount of injuries. You take Seth in 2019, he could probably get those two spots no problem.
Oh, 2015 Seth?
Oh monster. Yeah, he'd be able to do that shit no problem. But it's just age, man. Especially with all like the injuries he had, man. It's not that he really can't do it. I just don't think his body can do it anymore. But he tried, man. He tried, and I respect him.
Yes. So yes, props to Seth. Props to Seth. It's okay he couldn't pull the moves off. My thing, though, dude, with the way Rollins' knees are, that Breakensteiner spot, Seth, stop doing shit like that. Your knees are too fucking fragile to be doing some chicanery like that.
Exactly. Like, with the knees, with the history of knee stuff you have, bro, why would you attempt a thing where you just land on your feet, bro? like
high impact like that, too.
Like, if I always have, like, shoulder stuff, why would I try one of those, like, counters to a pile driver where they like do the handstand and like push the, if you have like shoulder stuff, you're not gonna try something like that. If you got knee stuff, don't try and land on your feet spot, bro. What did you think? Like the flip over one, I'm sure on any other day he could get that. I mean, that shit just happens, you slip. But like, come on, bro. If you try knee stuff, bro, you're set. That's your whole thing is fucked up knees, bro. Like respectfully.
No, 100%. So hey, Will,
beast.
Again, man, it's nothing against Seth, but I tell you what, man, that Will Ospreay, he is a freak of nature, man, because that man, he pulls that shit off with ease, bro. Fucking ease. But here's the thing, man. So we get those two spots again. People are coming down on Seth, bro. It's okay.
Exactly. There's plenty of stuff to make fun of, man. You don't gotta make fun of it here, bro. Just wait a few months.
Yeah, well, hopefully not, but
Wait a few months. He'll do something stupid, man. He'll be on some interview. He'll do it himself, man. Don't worry. He'll be talking about his Cybertruck and all that stuff. Come on, man.
the Cybertruck and the Christmas gifts and all the other stuff Seth Rollins does, or lack thereof.
Christmas gift. That shit's crazy to me, bro. But that's just me.
Jeez.
Rich.
No, man. But look, Rollins, could he pull off the moves? No. Did he still have match of the night?
You gonna make fun
Yes.
of me? How you call me out?
Because he still had match of the night.
He
bro.
did. He still had match of the night.
So
man.
what? He couldn't do the Will Ospreay flip over, bro. It's okay. Braun did his little spot where he jumps from the ring apron over the announce table. He then got in the ring. Rollins got back on offense and hit Braun with the Falcon Arrow off the top, and he went to flip over into the other Falcon Arrow, but Braun flipped it himself into a Falcon Arrow of his own.
That was really cool. That was a cool spot.
Very cool spot. Got the crowd popping, bro, and they popped huge for the kick out.
Oh,
They
yeah.
popped huge for that kick out, man, because it was I think it kind of shocked all of us that for Braun to kind of pull out the Falcon Arrow. I guess we're all just used to Seth rolling over into the other one, so it was cool to see Braun flip the switch.
I was gonna say that was a really cool counter. I've never seen someone counter it like halfway through and do a move of their own. So that was very cool. That was a very cool spot.
It was. So then this came the spot, the second Breakensteiner where Rollins landed on his ass. But he got up and he sorry, Seth. And
I'm so sorry, bro.
And he
I actually like you right now.
and he this got the crowd into it again. Heyman jumped up on the ring apron, and Seth, being the visionary, got out of the ring, grabbed a chair because he knew what was coming, and then he felt the pressure because Austin Theory walked up wearing his Bane jacket and started getting mauled with a chair, and then Logan Paul got mauled with a chair as well. So Rollins took both of them out with a steel chair, chased Logan Paul up the ramp with the steel chair, then got back into the ring, and Braun hit him with a clothesline and then went to hit him with a spear, which Rollins countered into a pedigree.
Very cool.
He then went to go for an avalanche curb stomp. He jumped off the top rope and got speared midair. Then Braun Breaker hit him with his 23-mile-an-hour rebound spear for the W, bro. Braun Breaker beat Rollins here. Logan said just a little bit ago, do they continue? Where do they go from here with this feud? Do they decide to continue with it? Well, first and foremost, I thought, for me, this was match of the night. I really enjoyed the match. I thought what they did was amazing. They went almost 22 minutes. And again, Rollins, for the second pay-per-view in a row, shows out with his in-ring quality. And again, this was an incredible match with Braun Breaker. Rollins is just one of those guys he could bring he could bring anybody to a great match. This again, for me, was match of the night. I really enjoyed it. Where they go with this feud, I think what they're going to do is Braun is probably, I'm thinking they go the route where Braun is kind of cocky, like I got rid of him, but then Rollins, kind of runs the whole, you're not
rid of me yet.
Yes. Did you think it was that easy to take me out type of thing? I think they're going to continue this. I would maybe say to SummerSlam, I would maybe say, they got a lot of shows coming up though. They're like back shows simultaneously. So I don't really know how they're going to make that fit. But I'm thinking they drag this out to SummerSlam. I'm thinking, but that I think they do continue it, and I think they at least let Rollins get a win before Breaker gets another win. But match of the night for me, and that's what I think they do with the feud.
Overall, I think so, man. It was the match of the night for me. I love the match. I thought it was very good kickouts, very good spots. and definitely was just the best match of the night for me, man. And for the feud, man, I think it is going to continue. I think they're going to go, more of a group route now, where it's like Seth is going to be kind of outnumbered by the Vision, and, that's going to fuck with him. So, he's going to try to get help, and no one's really going to trust him, but he's finally going to get help. Probably with the Street Profits, because that's kind of what they were teasing. I wouldn't be shocked if they helped him. And then I think that's when, Reed's going to come back and even the odds against Seth again. And I think they're going to do some multi stuff until they get to that one of the other one-on-one matches. So I think no matter what, it's going to continue. I think they're going to find some dynamic to keep it up until SummerSlam with the last match, where I'll still think Braun wins the feud overall.
For sure. So yeah, like I said, man, this one went 22 minutes, and what was the opener and the best match on the show. I don't really think anything else on this show quite replicated what this one did for it. And yeah, I thought the crowd reacted to it great as well. So
100%.
Logan asked a great question. He said, can I ask why we have Backlash tonight, Saturday night's main event in 2 weeks, and Clash in Italy in 3 weeks? I could tell you why we have Saturday night's main event in 2 weeks. That is because that's Double or Nothing weekend.
Gotta outshine them, man.
So we have to get the one up on AEW, man. We must
do an event where the talking about it is gonna come nowhere close to Double or Nothing, man, because it's a Saturday night's main event, and people are not gonna talk about it at all. Mm-hmm. That's just how it is, bro. Mm-hmm. So that's why we're having that, and then Clash in 3 weeks. With the way they do pay-per-views, there's always going to be two that are going to just end up being close to each other. This year, it's Backlash and Clash, man. So I'm not too shocked, man.
For sure. So yeah, it certainly is. Again, it certainly. I feel like, maybe they should have listened to, the complaints of
too much,
the overload of content, but we got to get our Saturday night's main event specials in there,
brother.
So the next match for the U.S. title,
R.I.P. Ginger Man Bread.
We have Trick Willie Williams versus the Ginger Man Bread Sami Zayn.
What did this feud become, man?
See, this match here, it wasn't bad or anything, man. I just think, man, they left such a bad taste in people's mouths with the chicanery they pulled yet last night, dude.
100%, man. People already had a bad taste in their mouth with Sammy in this scene in the first place.
Yes.
And then after Mania, you're going to continue it and then make it worse by making it like a comedy special around a mascot. You really just screwed these guys over, man. And the match wasn't even bad. It really wasn't. It was brought down by the shit you did in the feud, man. The feud just brought the match down. And that's just how it is, man. It was better than their Mania match. I thought it was a solid match. Just the feud brought it down, man. And it sucks to see with these guys, man. The build was just horrible.
Yeah, no, 100%. And yeah, I thought the match here was enjoyable. I think it definitely did offer a lot more than their Mania match did. But again, just even seeing these guys, I was just like, I just can't help but feel bad for them, man. I can't help but, like, that's the first thing that comes to my mind when I see these two. I'm like, man, all everybody fucking thinks about is this stupid gingerbread man shit. And is like, it definitely does suck, because again, these are two great superstars, man, and it does suck to see them and then just kind of think about the bullshit that Paul was making them do last night. It sucks. It sucks, man, because I don't think they deserve that. Sami Zayn especially does not deserve that. And for as great as Trick Williams has been doing since he's got on the main roster, it sucks that he has to be subjected to some shit like that too, man. So
because he with the U.S. title, he could be in a very good program with Hayes, bro. He could be in a very good program with Dragunov. Hell, Royce Keys, bro. He could be, and he's just. These two are like stuck with each other.
Ricky,
But he had to lose to his the main eventer and then the first night on SmackDown, man. But like, you could be doing so much more with Trick as U.S. champion. You could be doing so much more with Sammy outside of the U.S. championship. You stuck them two together to do the absolute worst, bro. I really feel bad for both of these men.
Absolutely. Sami Zayn was cheating.
Oh man,
using the candy cane.
If that ain't the problem, man. He's using the candy cane. Is that not like the whole problem with this fucking feud? He's using Ginger Man Bread's candy cane.
Yep.
Brother.
Well, he bought. Oh, shit. he Officer K's drink almost went.
Shit almost went straight to my knee.
He was using a fucking kendo stick decorated like a candy cane.
She was the candy cane, man.
What the fuck, dog? Oh my. Jeez, that is just terrible. That is fucking terrible, man. Lil Yachty then responds by hitting Sammy in the back with the candy cane after Sammy hit him with it. Or sorry, hit Trick with it. Sammy then attacks Lil Yachty on the outside. He DDTs Trick Williams on the steel steps. And while Trick was in the ring, still loopy from taking the DDT on the steps, Sammy went over and haluva kicked Yachty.
Oh, man.
He got in the ring, missed a haluva kick, and then turned around to a trick shot for the victory. As Trick Willie retains the U.S. Championship here, man. Geez, this match again. It was a good match. It was a good match. I'm not gonna say it was a bad match. Again, I like what they offered here. I like what they offered here as opposed to what they offered for WrestleMania. I thought the WrestleMania match, at least the way I remember it, was really short and you couldn't even like digest.
Yeah.
One thing I gotta say about Trick, I don't like his execution of the trick shot. Because he puts one knee up, but then it's like he lifts the other knee, and that's the knee that's supposed to hit the guy, but it like hardly looks like he does that.
Yeah, I wish he kind of just like sort of with, knee first, if that makes sense. For the knee, he used to hit, he like pumps the other knee while actually using the other knee. It's weird to say, but like, it could look cooler, man. And another thing about Trick, I do really like Trick, man. He has a lot of like kicks and big boots and discus kicks and all that shit, pump kicks in his moveset. And with his finisher being a running knee, it looks half the time in the middle of the match he's just going for the finisher, man. So I wish they would kind of divert his normal moveset away from that many kicks, because half the time it does look like he's just going for the fucking trick shot at all times, because he just does so many fucking kicks and all that shit. That is one element I would change, man.
He does, and I didn't even really peep that until you said something, but yes, he does a lot of like you pointed out at certain points in the match, like, dude, he does a lot of pump kicks. He does a lot of pump kicks, and as I'm watching, he would do like a pump kick, and then he would do like a discus pump kick, and then he would do like a discus big boot without doing the pump. And I'm like, you're right. I'm like, I never noticed that about Trick. He does a lot of fucking like pump kicks. So that's definitely a valid complaint. That is definitely a valid complaint. A lot of times it looks like he's running at somebody to set up the trick shot, but then he does a completely different move. But at least I think the trick shot setup could be a little more unique.
100%.
I do like that, I guess there's an unpredictability aspect to it. But again, that's kind of all you do. It gets a little
repetitive.
Yeah, a little bit.
100%.
But Sami Zayn, the Ginger Man Bread, loses to Lil Yachty and Trick Willie yet again. Hey man, this is this.
Where the fuck does Sammy go after this?
Fuck. That's what I'm thinking, man. This is tricky. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys, man. I was saying that when we were watching the show, if Triple H manages to get Sami Zayn to that world championship 3 years after the fact of when he originally should have, and nobody gives a fuck, which I feel like we're trending in that direction, that has got to be 20 years from now, 10 years from now, that has to go down as one of Triple H's, if not Triple H's biggest fumble up until this point. And he's had a lot.
He's had some fumbles, man, but fumbling world title, Sami Zayn, is a crazy fucking fumble, man. It should have happened years ago, man, right at the prime of the bloodline stuff, man. It really should have been Sami getting that title, man. I don't even think he's gonna get it next year. That's the worst part. I really don't even see that happening at this point. Name it
Dominant athleticism sports.
Mentions, all what he mentioned about, possibility of, Gunther beating Cody and then maybe Jacob beating him. If I'm being honest, bro, I've said it back on Monday, bro. All I see for Mania, unfortunately, for the world title scene is Cody and Punk for the WWE title, and fucking Roman and Seth for the heavyweight title, and that shit just blows me, dude. I do not want to see that fucking shit, bro. That shit's so weak. You could have Sammy somewhere in there. You could have Jacob somewhere in there. You could have Oba somewhere in there. Hell, fucking anybody in there, and it's gonna be the most generic Triple H safe guys in the world, bro. I'm not excited for the way WrestleMania looks so far.
I could see, don't get me wrong, knowing Triple H, I could see him doing Roman and Rollins at Mania. That one, I would say we have a little bit better of a chance of maybe Roman dropping the title to somebody else. But
that, I feel like no matter what, we get that match, whether it's for the title or not. And my hope is it's not for the title.
But
I wouldn't be shocked.
I completely agree with you on Cody and Punk. I think WWE is looking at that as their next, who's the two biggest stars we can throw in there and just let them cook, which, again, I know a lot of people want that match. The way those two cut promos on each other from what we've seen, I don't care to see it. No. I really don't care to see it. It's the company's two biggest baby faces. It's the two guys fighting to be John Cena today. You know what I mean? And it's just like
two Chads, bro.
It's two burgers in the ring, bro. They're just in there talking about he even let him meet his dad, and
dude, Cody's gotta hit that shit, bro.
He even let him meet his dad, and it's just like,
it's gonna be, I'm gonna stab you in the front, and I respect you, but I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna prove you I'm the best.
Everyone betrays you. I'm your real friend. Like, I feel like it's just gonna be that, and
it's gonna be a chat off.
And from the two big feuds we've had with Punk, Roman and Rollins, things can get a little repetitive.
Quick.
And obviously there was the Drew one that was fucking great.
That was it.
So there's that one. But again, the Roman and Rollins feuds did get a little repetitive promo material wise. So that's one thing that scares me for the Cody one.
Mm-hmm. Especially with how repetitive Cody also gets in his feuds. It's genuinely just going to be the most generic good guy versus fucking even gooder guy, just loving each other and respecting each other and saying, no, I'm gonna win. No, I'm gonna win. I am dreading that feud. That feud sounds god awful to me, man. And so Seth and Roman, they always bang when they're in a program together, but we've seen it a million times. It's just gonna be, I hate you because of Shield, I hate you because of the Bloodline, all over again, man. And I just want something fresh, bro. I really want something fresh for both title scenes, man. And I don't think we're going to get something fresh, man. I really don't.
Yeah. Again, the best chance we do have is that world title, I think. Because...
yeah.
But even at that, I can't even say it's out of the realm of possibility, like you said, that they do end up doing a Roman Rollins match, because they wanted to do it this year. So I can't say it's fully out of the question. I just think out of the two situations, the one that has the more upside in being something different, if Roman does decide he wants to drop it before then, is that world title, because I just know Cody is gonna want that Punk match,
Oh
and
yeah, he's
he's
gonna advocate for it. Punk's probably gonna advocate for it.
yes,
Mm.
and they're gonna get their Mania match, and I don't fucking care. I really don't. And I like both guys,
I
man, but
do.
it's just like I that is just not a feud I care to see
No.
whatsoever. Um, but but man, yes, I was saying, man, if they manage to um get Sami Zayn to the point where we do get him in that world title picture and he finally does win that world title and nobody cares, that has got to rank as, at the very least, a top 3 in Triple H's biggest fumbles. How the hell was this guy the honorary Oos 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago? Fast forward to today, and this guy's getting Sammy sucks chance. People just don't care to see this guy in this position.
Mm-mm.
This is like this is what we gotta coin, the mid card lifer effect, bro. When you stick somebody in the mid card for long enough, this is probably why Triple H keeps LA Knight in the mid card. He probably wants this to happen to LA Knight one day.
And he's like, man, why the fuck did this happen to Sammy? Not LA Knight, bro. What the fuck, man? That's the worst part about Sammy next year for possibly the world title. The only person realistically he could face, besides obviously I would like a Cody or Punk thing, but they're gonna do those two versus each other. So on Raw, that really only leaves him the option of Roman to beat. And I don't think they're going to want to do that match because it can't be a younger person being a champion. Because imagine, let's say we live in a world where Oba becomes champ at SummerSlam and they do Sammy, versus Oba at WrestleMania. You think the fans, the way they are with Sammy now, are going to want him to beat someone new like Oba Femi or not? People are going to be even more furious. You fucked yourself over completely, Triple H. There's almost no scenario at this point where him winning at WrestleMania ends up being successful for most of the fans. Triple H completely fucked it up like a moron, and he completely screwed over Sami Zayn. Unless we get KO back and we get that match, you have no real plan to get him to the world title, man, at the end of the day.
Yeah, 100%, man. And it's something that absolutely scares me. And again, I don't even know if they put him in that world title shot at Mania, are people going to hate him even more?
Exactly.
And if they put him in the world, and if they and that's and again, that's all
if,
and that's a big if. I don't even know if I see him in the plans for that Saudi Mania World Championship win anymore, man, because it's just
because Saudi to me screams, let's get our top guys versus each other. Roman and Seth, Punk and Cody, top guys.
Yeah,
that's what it screams to me, man.
Unless Saudi specifically asked for Sammy because he's very beloved over there.
Could be. That's really our only hope.
But again, even when we do get there, man, are people even going to want to see it, or are people just going to be tired of this guy at this point?
Especially
it's such a bad situation.
If that's the reason, people already call this man Sammy Hogan for just doing what Triple H tells him to do. Imagine if Saudi gets him that spot, they'll really fucking call that man. Say he's fucked. Triple H completely screwed Sami Zayn over, no matter the scenario going into next year's WrestleMania. No matter the scenario, him beating Roman is the only possible way to make it work, man. And most people probably aren't gonna like that because they're just gonna call it Bloodline reheated nachos, man. You completely screwed yourself over, Triple H. Completely. There is no scenario currently, the path that Sami Zayn can be a world champion next year, and it ends up for most fans being successful.
You had to go with the hot hand all them years ago. You had to go with the hot hand. I honestly think
said it at the time. Should have been Sami instead of Cody.
I was on the fence of Sami Zayn. I was on the fence of Sami Zayn, man. And again, if you wanted to do both, it's not like Roman had 2 championships or anything. You could have
split them up. One night he could have lost against Sami, then Cody. Boom.
It would have made all the fucking sense in the world, but okay. all them years ago. I said it then. It should have been Sammy. And man, I really think I really think I really think you made a big mistake, because here we are all these years later. He still hasn't won a world championship, and now the fans fucking hate him. So it's so fucking sad to see. Sammy's still my guy. I don't blame him, but
Oh,
it's
no,
just
I don't
it's incompetent booking, bro. I mean, it's the same thing with LA Knight, man. It's like all you can do is be disappointed, not with him, but just with the booking, because it just sucks. It sucks. These guys deserve better. And again, the way you fumbled their storylines. And again, if you planned for Cody to really be your top guy throughout, all these years and years and years, and you wanted Sami Zayn to have, this world championship run, you telling me Sammy couldn't have won then? You mean if you were going to give the keys to Cody anyway and let him really be the guy, you couldn't have just given Sammy the world title win when he was hot and actually could have dude, that could you fucking imagine Sami Zayn winning the world championship at Mania 39, bro? That crowd would have fucking lost it.
They would have lost it, man. Like you said, especially with how many titles Cody's went on to win over and over and over again. If this was your plan anyway, you might as well just waited for Cody and did that with Cody anyway, but do the fucking win with Sami Zayn, bro. You might as well have.
Terrible. Dominant athleticism sports. I'm sorry, man. I've been meaning to get to you, but I needed to get my Sammy rant out of the way. He says Jacob is going to apologize Monday and acknowledge Roman. I could see Jacob beating Gunther for the title after he beats Cody. Jacob winning the Undisputed title makes more sense after the back and forth from his Drew situation and the Circle. Roman shouldn't drop the title to anyone but Oba. I like Jacob and Roman. The storyline is not good, even though it was a good match. Unless Jacob aligns with them is the only way to make sense out of this. And then he says Sammy has to turn heel.
He's essentially heel. It's the most, we don't actually want to turn him heel, but we want him to be heel. They don't
to align with like the crowd booing him.
Yeah.
I don't think you should turn Sammy personally.
I think you shouldn't.
I think that would officially kind of dead the story, unless you pulled some like Gargano 2018 where he's kind of just in a rut in his mind, which I feel like is what they're doing. And that's the best way to go about it, because full hard on turning him heel,
it's gonna be horrible.
I don't think that's the way to go, man. But as for the Jacob stuff, I don't think Jacob is going to acknowledge Roman. I think Jacob is going to be. I think he's going to continue to be desperate. I think he is going to tell Roman, because we all know Roman's going to be at Clash in Italy. So sorry, Cody, you can't main event this one. I think what they're going to do is they're going to have Roman come out, and Fatu will come out and tell him, and I've said this the past couple weeks on Unscripted, I think Jacob Fatu is going to up the stakes, because I think he's going to ask Roman for another championship, Roman's going to up the stakes. I think he's going to ask him for another championship match, and Roman is going to tell him, I already beat you. So what's in it for me? And I think Jacob will tell him, if I beat you, I take your championship and your spot. But if you beat me, I will fall in line and acknowledge you. I think that is the best way to go about it. And I would fucking love Jacob Fatu to forcefully be Roman's new enforcer.
Exactly.
Not because he wants to.
Because he has to.
Yes, I think that would be fucking dope, man.
No, 100%. I like that path. I think that path is best. And if I was Triple H, I would be the reason that I would be at least one of the reasons. You still want to overall, make Oba's quality the reason, but I would have, not due to the unhelp from Fatu in their match for Roman. Roman loses the title, and his Mania match be Fatu. I would very much like Roman's Mania match to be Fatu. I'm sure it's going to be Seth, but I would really set the summer up to make that the Mania match. So I would very much like that, man.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like it's not that he helps Oba win, but he doesn't help Roman, which fucks over Roman. I would very
Yeah.
much like that.
Yeah. Or they could even do something where Fatu doesn't help Roman Reigns losing to Roman losing, and then obviously you could do the Roman Fatu feud, and then after that, through the fall, you can have Fatu then set his sights on Oba.
Yeah.
And say, you got that championship because
I could have helped Roman.
Yes.
And he would have retained, but I didn't. So you kind of owe me something here, man.
Yeah.
You owe me a shot.
They could do Oba Fatu. Does WWE have anywhere near the balls to do that match? Fuck no.
They have no balls whatsoever to do that fucking fire ass shit.
None. And I could see... And I could see I could maybe even see them doing, something where Roman and Seth do go into Mania. And this is if Roman drops the championship. Roman and Seth go into Mania next year, have their match, and then afterwards they like fucking hug it out or whatever. Man. They shake each other's hand and they're, buddies again. Whatever the case is. I don't know. They do have a lot of options. I think that is the way they
I think that's also true, Tom. I think if you do that whole, Fatu in the bloodline and Usos are kind of there too, whatever Fatu does, they join Fatu in his side of the things. And,
yes.
And Roman got nobody at that point. And especially with what they're doing with Seth, where Seth screwed himself over to have nobody, Roman screwing himself over to where he has nobody, I think is very cool to finally, maybe that's what you could do, for a first time ever with those two, is maybe that's the dynamic. They're two guys that fucked up and they lost everybody around them, man. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can make their match about something like that and give it something fresh.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. But they have a lot of ways they can go. They'll probably end up going with the most bare bones,
most generic way possible.
Yeah, knowing Triple H, he's going to be sitting there tonight and be like, you know what? You know who makes the most sense to beat Roman for the World Heavyweight title? Jay.
You know who's going to beat him, man? It's going to be Rusev. What? Like how they were going to have Rusev win the King of the Ring last year for some reason? Man, this company likes to do the most random shit, and it's always bad random shit. Who's the champ on his show?
Oh my god, it was Jay.
Jay,
or it would have been, or if they still planned on Gunther winning it back, it would have been Rusev Gunther or Rusev Jay.
What the fuck would have been that, bro? He should have been Cheeks, bro. Brother, what are they thinking?
God,
oh man.
But man, hey. There's a lot of ways they can go. Knowing them, they're gonna go the worst option. They're gonna
the John Fucky title. Danhausen's winning that.
They're gonna go with knowing WWE, they're gonna go with the most bare bones option here. So this was it. This was it for everything on the first free hour. Yeah, on ESPN2. To really, get us to buy the ESPN subs, to get everybody to pay $30. They decided to show Sami Zayn using a fucking candy cane as a kendo stick.
And then let's say you paid the $30, man. Guess what you saw when you after you paid that $30 and you fucking click that ESPN thing? This is what you get, man. You get Danhausen versus Miz and Kit Wilson with his mystery partner, man. El Clan, essentially.
Oh man,
I would have took El Clan at that point.
Oh, shit,
I would have took that shit, bro. Dog. This.
Oh my god! It's El Clan!
It's El Clan!
It's El Clan!
El Clan.
Oh,
brother.
You know what, bro? Everybody said, it's going to be Punk. It's going to be Jelly Roll. It's going to be this and that. What we got was fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm not going to lie. I would fucking rather this little midget than Punk or Jelly Roll. Because I don't want to see a celebrity right now. I don't want to fucking see it. And B, you do not lose the World Heavyweight Championship, and the next time you're seen on pay-per-view, you're fucking teaming with Danhausen.
Exactly.
I'll say that.
Punk would have looked like shit if he would have teamed with his boy here. I'm glad he didn't. A celebrity, would have looked even more annoying for the whole Mania fucking debacle. So you couldn't have done that. As fucking trash as this shit was, this was your best option. Was the mini Danhausen, man? That was your best option. Why did you have this on pay-per-view? Is the real question.
That's yes. That's that's the kicker here, bro. Why you couldn't have like Tom says, by the way, Tom, how are you, bro? Thank you for joining us. He says he's been spending time with his girl, and he's been at work, bro. Hey, it's all good, man. Life be lifing, bro. Life be lifing. We know.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, we know you're still rocking with us, bro. It's all good. This that's the kicker for me. Like I said, this in no way, shape, or form, and I said this to Sir K when we were watching it, what in the SmackDown second hour match is this?
Yep. This is a SmackDown. It's 8:30, then this match happens, bro. Yes. This is what this shit is, bro.
Yes. But again, I didn't want to see Jelly Roll, and I certainly did not want to see CM Punk fresh off losing the World Championship teaming with Danhausen. That would have been the most I want to come back to team with my buddy match in eternity, bro. That would have made absolutely no sense whatsoever. You can't sit out there on a promo talking about I'm waiting for a championship opportunity to fall out of the sky, and then you're doing this shit. So I didn't want to see Punk here. And also, too, I can't fucking lie, the break from CM Punk has been a little nice.
It's been pretty nice, man. I'm excited to get him back when we get him back, and I really hope he is on SmackDown now. I think that'll be really good for SmackDown and himself, but the break has been really nice. I don't have to fucking hear, isn't it great to be in blah, 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 and on a fucking Friday night now, and just the whole Chad spiel from him, bro. He gotten really annoying to a point, man, so the little break from him is nice.
It really is. It really is. I cannot dispute that. However, Danhausen's partner, he had the cloning machine.
Had a cloning machine.
He brought out a mini Danhausen, a midget dressed in a Danhausen costume. Again, what in the you realize
you're on pay-per-view.
You realize you call these things premium live events, right? Mm-hmm. What the fuck about a midget in a Danhausen costume is premium to you, Paul? Is this premium to you, Paul? Would you pay $30 for this shit, Paul?
No, you fucking wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'd fucking pay $30 for this shit. Fuck you, man. But these are people like Tom mentions. You non-wrestling fans gave this shit a shot, maybe, and the first thing they see is Danhausen and mini Danhausen in this fuck ass shit. That's what you put on.
That is the definition of a bait and switch, bro.
I would have been furious if I paid $30 for the first time and this is the shit I fucking got. Or also, like Tom mentioned, you pay fucking $300+ in person to go see this shit, and you pay to see Backlash, and you get Danhausen and mini Danhausen on the show you pay for, with the 5 fucking matches you get to see. 5, and one of them is mini Danhausen. Get the fuck out of here, man. What the fuck is this shit? You hired this schmuck. Can you just keep him in the stupid segments, please? Can you just please keep this guy in the stupid little segments, and that's it, bro? Don't let him take match spots. I would rather see fucking Fatal Attraction in a match debut here on this pay-per-view. I would have rather seen Soul versus Becky, or maybe Soul has to earn a title shot, so she maybe faces like Bailey or Lyra on this show for IC title shot. Oh, you got excited. he got pumped. Something. You could have done fucking anything. Rusev and Paige here. Not Rusev, what the fuck? Penta and Paige here, bro. You could have did anything, bro. And this is what you do. This is what you do. The women's U.S. title still has never made it to a pay-per-view. Still.
Who is he? Tiffany.
She don't even got side plates, and it's Tiffany.
Yeah.
You could have gave her a match here, but no. Nothing.
Bro, again, my big thing with this, man, you cannot fucking sit there and call these things premium live events, dude, and you give us shit like this, dog. You give us shit like this. You give us Danhausen in a tag match who cannot fucking wrestle.
That dude is dog shit.
He is fucking terrible, bro. The fucking midget moved better than him.
Dude, Trick Williams moves better than him, bro. That's bad, Brody. That ain't good. Like, I'm not even trying to dig at Trick, bro. Because Trick, he was moving. He was moving pretty fine versus Sami Zayn. It was versus Sami Zayn, but he was moving pretty fine, dude. This dude Danhausen moves like shit, bro. He moves horribly. One of the worst wrestlers I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even trying to exaggerate.
He is terrible, man. I can't stand that this guy got over with this fucking crowd, man. It is bad. It is bad. He to me, he is just not good. He's just not good. I mean, I get he's over. I get why they fucking put him here.
Just do the segments.
But yes, I get why they put him on pay-per-view, but dude, like, you do not gotta put him in a fucking match where the crowd, when you're in the live crowd, you can tell immediately after they brought this little midget out. Miz was selling it so hard. I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be a fake out, right? They're going to have the actual opponent come out or whatever. And, we're going to get such and such. But
the match just starts.
It started, and you can just, if you guys go back and watch, look at everybody in the crowd, bro. Everybody just has this kind of like stunned, underwhelmed look on their face. Like,
this is the partner.
This is the mystery partner. If you were going to do some bullshit like this, I swear to you, you should have just came out and said Danhausen and a Minihausen is going to face Kit Wilson and The Miz, because you set yourself up for failure. It's like they don't fucking learn. They got Jacob Fatu a couple weeks ago before SmackDown, on the phone with somebody. Like, they're doing another mystery caller thing. Do you really think that's okay to do after, like, you just did the whole thing where the mystery caller ended up being Pat McAfee? Like, do we not learn from these occurrences, bro?
Dude, they literally do that. They have that segment. He's on the phone with somebody. They're posted about it. Who is Jacob on the phone with? And they never brought it up again. They didn't even bring it up on the Raw after that SmackDown he did it on. They just never brought it up again, bro. What are you guys doing, bro? What is your obsession with there has to be some type of mystery, surprise, something all the time, bro? It is exhausting.
Yes. Dominate, bro. Please don't do it. I swear to you, if Joe Henry would have walked out, I would have probably bashed my head through the wall, dude. I can't deal with him on a Monday.
I can't stand him on any day, man. Pay-per-view, those two together. I
get him twice in a week.
Ooh.
But don't worry, it's coming. Oh. He's eventually going to get an IC title match.
Yep.
Because they
love Henry.
They love Henry, bro. It's coming.
Yeah, I know it's coming, man.
For now, I'll just stick to the commentators making fun of him on Raw.
Joe Henry.
Joe fucking Henry. Absolutely terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. Nothing about Danhausen and a little midget is premium at all. You know what was actually premium? I don't know if you guys caught it. Did anybody catch the little midget tribal chief that was front row, right up against the barricade? Right. Dude, that shit was killing me, dude.
Bro had the OTC shirt, the Ula Fala, bro. He was hitting the one. Dude, his arm just barely came past the fucking barricade, bro. Goated shit, bro. Goated shit.
Oh, man.
I love that mini. You're bringing a mini guy out there, bro. Bring me the mini tribal chief you had over there, bro.
Why wasn't he in Roman's corner, dog?
Exactly, bro.
The shot of Roman standing there, and you can just see like his eyes. And you see his eyes and him throwing up his little arm to do the one. Dude, oh my god, that shit killed me, bro.
This shit was killing me, man.
Shout out Mini Tribal Chief, bro. We gotta tap in with Mini Tribal Chief, dog.
Tap in with him.
We gotta get him on the show, man. I'd love to interview him. So we got Danhausen just sucking all the ass, bro, in this match.
Sucks.
They gave him a hot tag like he was about to come in here and start fucking cooking on an Andrade Roosh level, and he came in there and started stinking this joint up, bro. He's doing the slowest jog to the slowest clothesline in the corner. I mean, dude, it was fucking terrible, bro.
He does a spot where he's like, he's doing the corner to corner hitting people, bro, and then he's like gassed from doing it, and then like half a second later he does like the Hogan fucking hype up, and then just does a slow jog to. He is horrible, dude. What is going through the mind of a Danhausen fan, bro? I would love to like get in the head of one of those people and like, what is wrong with you, bro? Like, I don't get that shit. Like, what have you done in life to make you a Danhausen fan?
They love 50s vampires, man. Don't you love 50s vampires?
He's not even a 50s vampire. They just play the stupid vampire music. That's all they do. It's the only thing that makes him a vampire is they play.
He's like Nosferatu.
He is nothing like Nosferatu, man. Please don't do
Come
that.
on, bro.
Like, dude.
Trying to watch a movie.
I hate that.
You know?
I hate that shit. Well, I know.
Nosferatu housing.
Man, what goes through your mind as a Danhausen fan, dude?
Or maybe they like 60s vampires.
Maybe, man. Like, dude, before he came to WWE,
right.
I only thought the Danhausen fans were those weird emo fucking AEW fans.
Yeah.
Bro. I was like, to me, that's what a Danhausen fan, one of those weirdos that love the indies and like are fucking those emo weirdos, bro. And not all emo people are weird, but those type of emo AEW, you know the fan I'm talking about, dude.
Boy, do I.
and like normal people, like what is going through your mind to cheer for this guy, bro? Are you okay? You know what I mean? Do you need therapy? Do you need something, bro? Because what is wrong with you? But continue on. I'm sorry.
I really don't know what makes it. I don't know what makes a Danhausen fan. I don't know what makes a Joe Henry fan. I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what makes a TKO fan. I don't know what
those exist, to be honest.
I really don't. That one I don't think I have seen yet.
The only people I've seen be positive about TKO are grifters trying to make some money, bro. That's it.
Those company lovers. No matter what each company does, if the company does it, they love it. They give no pushback on anything.
Anything.
Terrible.
Bro. Hate those people.
Everything's great. Everything's fucking great.
Everything's amazing. You just complain all the time and fucking kill me.
So, people have no fucking opinion or backbone for themselves.
They're like Triple H.
Yeah. Kit Wilson takes care of Minihausen. He locks him away in the clone machine. Brother, the door on the clone machine came down, and I thought this was going to be somebody else. I thought it was going to be like Punk dressed up as Danhausen, or I thought this would maybe be where they were going to reveal like a real tag partner for him, even though we were already like fucking halfway through the match. What comes out was like 4 other midgets, bro, and they attacked Kit Wilson.
They fucking World War Z zombies piled on Kit Wilson and attacked him.
And then The Miz gifted us with possibly the fucking greatest skull-crushing finale a man could ask for, bro. Men want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. And it is The Miz giving a skull-crushing finale to a midget.
Like, this feels horrible, bro. But why the fuck did he pick up that mini person, bro? And when he did the skull-crushing finale, obviously this dude's a midget. His legs are just dangling there, dude. And there's nothing under him, dude, Miz hooks an invisible leg to do the fucking move, bro. What were you hooking on, bro? Why don't you just fall forward?
The leg sweep fucking killed me, dude.
What the fuck would you do with a leg? There's no legs. He's dangling, bro. His legs are at like your hip. The only part that made me pop was that moment, bro. Because what the fuck is that, dude?
It's like that one video of the one guy fucking putting out his hand for a handshake, and the
And
guy
dude had no
arms.
arms. Yes, bro.
Oh, dude.
Why would you, like? What is going through your head?
Why would you? That's probably muscle memory, but what are you thinking, bro?
Just no hands.
Yeah, terrible. Absolutely terrible, bro. He hit him with the greatest skull-crushing finale I think we've ever seen. Also, too, there was another spot. Somebody had him in like a Bobby Lashley hurt lock.
Oh, they were fucking.
I can't remember if it might have been Kit.
Yeah.
And dude, he was swinging him around, and you just see the little guy's legs swinging all over. It was hilarious, bro. Danhausen then does his "You Are Cursed" big boot, or whatever the hell that finisher he does is, to pin the Miz. The Miz and Kit Wilson are actually hilarious together.
They are.
And I'm so sorry that the Miz had to fucking put his shoulders on the mat for this 1960s vampire, you know?
He's not even a vampire, bro.
He's a vampire.
He don't do nothing vampire related, bro.
He curses people.
That's not even what vampires do, bro.
He takes teeth.
They don't take teeth, bro. They drink blood, and they can't be seen in mirrors and shit. The fuck, man.
Is that why Kit's mirror spot? Is that why they did that mirror?
That's what. That's the thing that killed me about that spot.
So he's a vampire.
They did it, but they didn't like, oh, he can't be seen in the mirror. He like recoiled at the mirror. Like they wouldn't recoil. They just wouldn't be seen in the mirror. And it only works, which, you know, random fact about that, that was only a thing with vampires because they used to be made of silver. Mirrors were, and that's like their, you know, what kills them. So modern mirrors aren't even made with silver, so it wouldn't even apply to a modern mirror.
Maybe Kit got an antique mirror. He's
a
vampire, dude. You gotta accept it. You're gonna have to accept it. He's a vampire, bro.
I'm just gonna end it, dude.
Well, he can't be seen in a mirror. That explains everything.
It explains everything, man.
Can't they also not be seen in a light?
No.
Or is it just daylight? Like
just daylight, yeah. It's not really. I mean, if you had like some dying light, UV light, it would probably apply, but.
Oh, somebody get the UV light on them.
Take them to Jewel, man. Take them to Jewel at night in the parking lot, man. I get rid of them.
You got the crackhead fucking lot.
The crackhead
lot lights. But yeah, Danhausen's a 1960s vampire, and he I kept seeing that, dude. It was a couple weeks ago. I seen a post on Twitter. It was a whole thread of people like defending his gimmick. They were like, "How can you not love a 1960s vampire?" I can't remember which. It might have been the 50s or 60s or whatever it was, but it was like, "How could you not love a 1960s vampire?" I didn't even know that's what the fuck he was supposed to be. I don't watch movies that old. I don't, except for The Wizard of Oz, but I think that's even older than that. I think that was like the 40s or the fucking 30s or something.
Nosferatu was, I think, older than that. I think Nosferatu was like 1920 or something.
Holy fuck.
It's really old. That movie is really fucking old, dude.
Well, he's like Nosferatu. Nosferatu-hausen.
I hope it's not like the plot to Nosferatu. I hope he's not trying to fuck no one's wives.
I'm not gonna
plot to the movie.
I'm not gonna front again, man. I'm not gonna front like I watch movies that old. The oldest I'll get is The Wizard of Oz, bro. That's a banger. I actually love Wizard of Oz, but I actually
never seen Wizard of Oz.
Really?
I've only ever seen it through like the parodies every show would ever make of a fucking Wizard of Oz episode. Every show up on Disney or Nick had of their fucking parody episode.
Man, I watched that I watched that shit religiously when I was a kid. I fucking love Wizard of Oz, dude.
Never watched the actual thing.
Yeah, it's a very good one. It's a classic.
I think who did that? Was it Phineas and Ferb? Did they do one? I think they did one. One of the main shows I used to watch when I was one of those kid shows I used to watch when I was a kid. One of the main ones did one. I think it was fucking Phineas and Ferb. Man. I don't remember.
Did they do one on 1960s vampires?
You don't know what you're doing.
I was just trying to see.
Shit drives me crazy. I gotta find that thread actually after this. I gotta find that thread, bro.
So you seen the same thread?
No, I gotta find it.
Oh, okay.
I gotta debunk that bullshit, man.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
I didn't know that's what he was, and they're like, "How do you not love that?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know how y'all love them movies if people act if those 1960s vampires act like that, which I doubt."
Oh man.
So it's 1960s vampires. Fucking Danhausen, bro.
Danhausen. I don't think they had cloning machines back then, but I digress.
Yeah. I don't think those came till the 1970s. Maybe the 1970s vampire.
Maybe, man. Maybe. Fucking A, man. The fuck?
Yeah, this guy Danhausen, bro. He hits the poor Miz had to lay down and get pinned by this absolute narc of a professional wrestler, bro.
Dude, he's such a narc, man. He really is, bro.
What a burger. Look at him.
Well, he's such a burger, man. But feel bad for the Miz.
Yep.
Yeah, the goat had to take the pin, man.
Yep. Had to
and-
lay down to the 1960s vampire.
And good lord, man.
I mean, it makes sense, dude. Look at the car he comes out in. Looks like it's from the 60s. Right? Maybe the 20s. No, 30s.
Please stop.
Well, I wonder what region he's from. You think he's Romanian?
You know what? If he is, man.
Ain't that where the OG vampire comes from?
That is true, man. I might have thrown the bone at that point. You know what, man? I might have to give him a slight pass.
Yeah, he's messing with it now.
I might be.
Yep.
I fuck with that.
Well, yeah, dude. Nothing about this was premium. Nothing about this was an event. This was a L. Okay, because there's no P or E. It was just an L, and the L wasn't live. It was a loss. This was a complete loss of a segment. Yeah, this was not. Again, this was for sure. This was for sure not the P in PLE. This was not premium at all.
No.
This is what people paid an ESPN subscription to watch. Danhausen and a fucking midget versus Kit Wilson, The Miz. Again, it was a fun little match. It was a fun little match. It was stupid. But again, I gotta say, I'm glad it wasn't a celebrity, and I'm glad it wasn't a guy fresh off winning a world championship or fresh off losing a world championship. To team with Danhausen, bro. I think again the break from Punk has been nice after losing the world championship.
It has been.
And again, he just lost the world championship. Why you would team with Danhausen makes absolutely no sense. And Jelly Roll, I don't want to see a celebrity right now. Nothing, I know Jelly Roll loves the business, and I respect that. I respect he took himself out of the story, but at the end of the day, I just don't think this was the right time to do that. I think if you want to bring him back, if you want to bring any celebrity back in a match capacity, you got to wait a little bit.
You got to
get at least attempt to get the bad taste out of your audience's mouth. But again, this option did suck, but I gotta say it was the best out of the Jelly Roll or Punk options for me. But again, the match, Danhausen's absolutely terrible, but I mean the match wasn't it wasn't anything to get too mad about. It also wasn't anything special.
Exactly. I'm just mad it took a spot on pay-per-view. That's really the only thing I'm mad about.
Yes.
Could have made it a segment, whatever, man. But they did a match. It was ass, but it wasn't nothing too bad. It wasn't a celebrity. It didn't make Punk look like shit, dude. So it kind of just came and went, man. And thankfully it is over, man. And hopefully we never have to see another Minihausen for a while, and we just don't have to see a Danhausen match for a while, man. That's my hopes, at least.
Yeah. And the next match. However, before we get to the next match, we do have a word from our sponsor. Here at NHP, we got a word from none other than Wwe Energy, man. Wwe is an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics formulated to improve focus without getting the jitters. Wwe is a clean formula, sugar-free, zero-calorie, free from fillers and artificial colorings, with 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving. You can get your Wwe products today with the link below and code NHP at checkout to save yourselves 10% on your next Wwe purchase.
Truly always gotta shout out Wwe. Whether workout, whatever you may need the energy for. No matter what it's for, man, we're going in the summer. If you want to go in the summer focused and have that energy and not have the jitters, gotta try Wwe. It'll give you all those things and it'll taste good all at the same time. Truly always gotta shout out Wwe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you as always, and shout out to the great people over at Wwe, the official sponsor of What We Do.
That's what we do.
NHP.
This match. You know what I can say about this match, man?
What can you say?
It
Are
happened.
they 19 still?
No, they're God, not 19.
Okay,
Fucking whatever.
Well, I didn't know if the Asuka's face paint is she like a 1960 samurai maybe.
I don't think so, man.
Oh,
I don't think so.
right,
But
all right.
this match
Mhm.
happened. You know, it started and ended.
It was a good match.
It was.
But man, that crowd was going in.
They were what?
That crowd was going in the beginning, and then they revealed that they were a bunch of fake demons by the end of it.
Bunch of fake demons. They ended up getting into the match and loving the match, and they didn't give a fuck about Kairi Sane, even though they started the match chanting for her. Halfway through the match, they gave up. The fake demons, the whole lot of them, bro. People realize how much they don't want Kairi Sane back. She was kind of done out. Let's be real. Be real here.
We got to keep it a buck.
We got to keep it a buck, bro. Her matches were ass. The story was ass. Obviously, it revolved around her, so it doesn't do them better with her absent from this match. But
yes,
it was still ass, bro. Let's keep it a buck, man. And again, the match was good. Just what was the point, and what was there to sink your teeth into? Nothing really, man. Nothing. If I wanted a non-title match, I could have took so much over this. If I'm being honest, man. I would have.
Yeah, I would. I enjoyed what they did in the ring.
Yeah.
However, again, this was a story. Everybody is talking about the story here. The story. That's all I'm hearing ever since Kairi Sane got released. Guys, the story sucked. Okay, the story wasn't that good. Okay, y'all are a bunch of fake demons. I kept seeing everybody when Kairi got released. You know, you're gonna release Kairi Sane in the middle of a storyline. We're not gonna stop until you rehire her. And you guys stopped about halfway through the match, because once Asuka and Io got into what they were doing, which was putting on a very good match, all the fucking chants went away. So shut the fuck up. Because Kairi Sane wasn't doing that good. She's a great wrestler. I'm not saying she's not good. This past run in WWE was not fucking good. Yeah, she was in the middle of a storyline. So the fuck, Aleister Black was in the middle of fucking stalking people. I don't hear "We Want Aleister Black" chants. He was in the middle of fucking stalking Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes every week. Okay, I mean, it's just, weren't Motor City Machine Guns in the middle of a storyline on them breaking up because Alex Shelley wanted to help Johnny Gargano anyway? They're like, these people get released in the middle of a storyline. It fucking happens all the time. Why are we acting brand new like this never happens before?
They do it all the time.
Dude, look at when they released Aleister Black the first time. He just started. Like, literally, the last time we had seen him, he began a feud with Big E.
He attacked Big E, and he was fired.
Yes. And we never seen him again, and Big E never mentioned it, but for the record. We'll get back to that, but let me continue my rant here. Y'all are a bunch of fucking fake demons. Y'all want to start with, "We want Kairi" chants, all this shit, and then once Asuka and Io got into cooking in the ring, then y'all shut the fuck up and sit down and shut your fucking mouths and watch the match like a bunch of good boys and girls, because
y'all are fake demons.
Y'all are fake demons, bro. Y'all do not, dude. Y'all, where was this energy for Kairi Sane when she was actually employed?
Yeah.
I ask, where was this energy? Like again, and I feel sorry for Kairi Sane that she got released. I was, but let's just keep it a buck. This story was not good.
It was
Nobody was looking forward to this story on Monday Night Raw. Nobody was saying, "Man, I can't wait for this next week on Raw to see the fucking development with the Asuka, Io, and Kairi Sane segment." Nobody was saying that, bro. Guys, it happens all the time, bro. It fucking happens all the time. And again, if you love Kairi Sane so much, where the hell were y'all at when she was employed? What I seen from Kairi Sane this past run was not good. It was not good. Every time I seen her in the ring, I was very underwhelmed with what was going on, bro. Bunch of fake demons, I must say.
Bunch of fake demons. And every time she was in the ring, crowd wouldn't give a fuck.
Dude, they were sitting on their fucking hands. They were silent as a mouse, bro. They were silent as a mouse, dude.
Dude, fucking Io would be in a match, or fucking Asuka would be in a match. Kairi comes out, no noise. They would come out together, no noise. The story was bad. No one cared about it. No one gave a fuck. Stop being some fake demons, man. Yeah, it's fucked up. They fired her. Hell yeah, that's just how it's fucked up. They fired everybody. It's fucked up. They're taking 50% of people's money. It's fucked up. All this shit is fucked up. But like, y'all ain't doing nothing about it. Y'all start chanting, and y'all shut the fuck up and enjoyed your match. Y'all paid. Y'all shut the fuck up. Y'all watched the match. Went back there. You bought your shirt. You're fake demons, bro. You're fake demons, bro. All the people tweeting that ain't at the show, they all paid the fucking $30 on ESPN, or you pay the fucking $22.99 or whatever Netflix is nowadays. I don't even know what it is. It goes up every month. Y'all some fake fucking demons, bro. Y'all ain't moving like that. Y'all just talk. It's all talk, no action, bro. And it's just a bunch of fake demons, man. So I get it. You're upset. It is fucked up they fired all these people, man. Y'all ain't doing nothing about it because literally, like we just said, bro, they started off chanting for her, and it was loud and it was funny. Because like, what did WWE expect when you put these two people on pay-per-view?
Yes.
What did you expect? But they probably like, okay, they're fake demons, man, because they just shut the fuck up halfway through and never mentioned it again. Never after like 3 minutes into the match, never chanted that once again, bro.
Yes.
Fake demons, man.
And again, too, I want to look at our 4 latest subjects. Look at the 2 guys in the MFTs. The MFTs is still a group. So you can technically say those guys were in a storyline, or those guys were actively involved with something that's still an active faction. They got released. Where's the fucking "We Want Tongaloa" chance? Where's the "We Want the Fire Hydrant" chance?
Exactly.
And the New Day, weren't they in the middle of a storyline of trying to like recruit Javon Evans and turning on Grayson Waller? Kofi Kingston was growing the mustache back. Everybody thought they were going to turn back face. They were in the middle of a storyline too. So what is, again,
where's the "We Want New Day" chance?
Yeah, where, like, what the fuck? It like, again, everybody, I don't know why everybody's acting brand new about Kairi Sane. If you guys loved her so much, you should have chanted for her when she was here.
You should have. You should have appreciated her, because you fucking didn't, man.
Fake ass demons, bro.
Fake ass demons.
Bunch of JJ McCarthy's.
Exactly. You grew half a sack enough to chant about her. Didn't grow enough one to fucking keep chanting about her and keep it going and keep it going. This ain't Kofi Mania. This ain't "We Want Cody." This ain't none of that, bro. It worked with those because it worked with those. It ain't none of this, bro. So can it? Put a fucking sock in it and just please shut the fuck up, bro. Because this match meant nothing. Let's be honest. This match meant nothing.
And again, to go back to the shit, bro, why are we acting like this was some premier storyline on the show? This mid-card, this lower mid-card ass feud that nobody cared about, dude. Nobody cared. What did everybody say when the Kabuki Warriors faced Rio at Crown Jewel? Oh, that was underwhelming. Again, why are we acting like this? Why are we acting like this was like revered shit on the show?
It was not.
It wasn't. Everybody was like, "Oh, can this be over already?" Like, no, okay, I wish Rio would just beat the Kabuki Warriors for the tag titles already.
It fucking went on for like 9 months. People were complaining that it was going on forever and just to end it, bro. And like, I didn't care about this match. I didn't. I wouldn't have cared about it. I would have actually cared about it less if Kairi was still here, if that makes sense. I genuinely being honest here. She's not here, man. The only thing I cared about here was the end when it kind of looked like Asuka was saying goodbye, dude. Like, that's something I'll get sad about, man. Don't do that to me, bro. Don't do that to one of probably my woman's GOAT. At least up there, bro. That's sad. And we'll get to that part, man. But like, what are y'all talking about, man? Bunch of fake demons, bro.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible stuff. Also, speaking of the New Day, this man, Big E.
Man.
This man, Big E, was doing the pre-show panel still, dude. He looked so fucking sad and defeated doing that shit. He just looked so out of it. I felt terrible for him, bro. Every time they would like say something that was like in a lightheartedness or like a humor, he would just kind of crack the most like smile. Like, and I was just like, oh my God, bro. I felt terrible for him. You could tell. You could definitely tell that this shit hit him in the feels.
Oh yeah, those are his boys. Those are who he made it with. That they fucking shunned out, essentially, man. I feel so bad for him, bro. And you could tell he was so like non-interested in what was going on, man. That shit sucks, man. That shit sucks.
Terrible, bro. Asuka goes to Mist Io Sky, and Io grabs Wade Barrett's notepad
to block it,
to block the mist. So Asuka wasn't able to connect. They went on for a little bit longer, and Io ended up delivering a over the moonsault to pin Asuka in what was an 18-minute match, bro. The thing that got me, the match was very good. The match was very good. I like the quality of the match. Once we got past all the fake demonism from the audience.
Just a fake demon.
Bunch of fake demons, dude. So once we got past that, man, bro, when the match ended, Asuka was like crying. She was crying, and her and Io embraced. They hugged. And it just looked like all was okay in the world now. They were just back to being best buds. And a lot of people pointed this out, and I got a very weird vibe from this as well, man. This really kind of it almost looked like
a goodbye.
This was like Asuka saying goodbye. This was like a farewell to Asuka, which honestly, bro, if they released Kairi Sane, I would not be shocked if Asuka again, WWE's been, especially if they want to get the roster younger, they've been no strangers to asking older folks, hey, maybe it's time to, wrap it up. Look at what they did to Rey. They did it to Rey Mysterio. We heard it with the New Day. They offered the New Day to wind down their careers. You know what I mean? I would not be shocked. Do not be shocked within the next week if we hear that Asuka was asked to wrap it up in WWE, which I'll say this. If it was Asuka's choice, for me, she's the greatest of all time. There's nobody, I've never seen anybody better in those ropes, man. She is an absolute monster. She's an absolute goat. She is my goat for women's just women superstars in general, man. She's my goat. And if she wants to go out now, that's on her. Completely respect it. We love Asuka, bro. Again, she truly is my goat, man. If somebody had the balls with the way that women's division looks now to ask somebody like her to wrap it up and wind down her career, you're a fucking moron. And I hope decisions like that, and I hope conversations like that eventually come to bite them in the ass, because I don't know what the fuck you think. You are gonna have a you're gonna have a middle school playground if you don't have any veterans in that locker room, bro. There's gonna be so much drama and bullshit in this company if you want your roster that young. I don't know what the fuck they think this anti-veteran bullshit is, but I'm telling you, if we hear something about somebody asking Asuka to wind her career down, I'm gonna fucking lose it, because that is some bullshit. Especially if she's not ready to. Again, if she's ready to, and I support her. It sucks, but I support her. But bro, I'm saying right now, man, if we hear anything like that, man, this company is so fucking far doomed, I can't even explain it, bro.
No, they're so intelligently inept, bro. They done asked Rey Mysterio and the New Day to wind the Rey Mysterio to wind down, bro. I could very well.
I don't want to be done.
I don't want to be fucking done. What are you talking about? They asked Asuka the same thing, bro. You're beyond fucking wild, bro. That is the best woman between those ropes, man. That fucking undefeated era of Asuka, bro, is one of the best eras of any woman I've ever seen, ever, bro. That shit was insane. If you're asking for her to wind down, or her to essentially leave after this, you're a fucking moron, dude. Polvik. She is they are horrible for asking her that, if that is the case, man. And whatever she does, wherever she goes, I'll always support her, bro. She's my goat. And I hope they didn't ask her that, because that'd be fucking wild and bold of them. And like you said, it'll bite them in the ass in the future. Do you want... Look how bad AEW was when it was drama filled. Do you want that same shit in your company? With already the bad shit you got on top of it? You're gonna be fucked. So hopefully they aren't going to do nothing, but that really did seem like a goodbye, man. Hope it wasn't, but if it was, Asuka truly best of all time, in my opinion, man. And whether she still wants to go, maybe go somewhere where she might be appreciated a little more, I'll support her, man. But if she is done, man, holy shit, what a career, man. Incredible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Paul, we got Paul Clown Levesque.
What the hell,
He says
Paul?
it's a new era.
It's a new era.
Paul, you said that the last time you were in the fucking chat, bro. What are you talking about?
It really is Paul, man. That's all I can say is it's a new era.
What do you mean it's a new era, bro? You said that last time.
Always,
you say this every time. It's always a new era every time we see you, bro.
It's a new era.
Come on, dude. But yeah, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with all of that. Next thing on the show was the John Cena history-making news.
I didn't expect this, man.
I honestly thought he was going to come out here and talk about Club WWE.
I thought it was.
It was not that at all.
It was something very cool, actually.
John came out and announced the John Cena Classic. He talked about how his retirement night was a history-making night, and it was NXT talent against current talent in WWE. He talked about how we seen guys like Javon Evans, girls like Sol Ruka, and guys like Oba Femi.
Huge pop for Oba.
Dude, Cena was endorsing the fuck. I love Cena as like an endorser.
He's so good
and
at
you
that
know
shit.
what? You know what? With him adding these NXT people, I already know he's gonna get Mason Rook.
Oh, yep.
In this
tournament.
little, because apparently Cena endorsed this dude huge. He's a big fan of him. Apparently, Cena is gonna be the GOAT endorser, bro. I already know it. But
100%.
But he says we're gonna do it again, and he announces the John Cena Classic. That is dope. Now, is WWE probably going to do this for a couple years and then get rid of it? Yes. But
they're going to run it into the ground 100%. But it's exciting because so far it's new until it's not.
He says we're going to get new, fresh mashups, a new championship. So I guess they're going to get like a title reward. I thought he meant when he said for a title. Didn't he say for a title shot in the beginning of it?
At first, he kind of said, like a title shot. So I assumed it was maybe going to be because he said there's going to be a tournament for a title shot, and then he said something about the fans choosing it. So I first thought the fans would choose what title they go for. That's what I thought it was going to be at first. Obviously, we know what he meant. And he said it's going to be like a whole new title, but that's what I thought at first, bro. I thought that would have been a cool thing too. Also, I like his idea. That would also been really cool.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. So he talked about talent is going to have to qualify. He said from the way he made it sound, it's going to be a series of matches, and I don't know if it's going to be like round robin or if it's just going to be a bunch of exhibition matches. And he says the fans are going to get to vote who the winner is, and he said even if your favorite superstar you've seen that night loses, you can still vote them. Which I think is very cool because obviously, if you were able to just vote the winners, Triple H would probably only have a handful of his main roster guys lose anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For example, if you have Cody Rhodes versus Will Cruz or Mason Rook, Cody's gonna win that. They're not gonna have an NXT guy beat Cody, but you can still vote him to win. So I thought that was really cool because that gets around. I feel like if this is really a brainchild of John Cena, I feel like that was his way of being
he's never gonna let my guys win.
But the fans can vote for them to win, and they can't control that, even though there probably is going to be a way, in some way, shape, or form, of them to control it.
Well, I already saw a post, and it was fucking a post of, it said Ari Emanuel voting Pat McAfee, and it was just a dude typing on a fucking computer. So you already know the memes are going to be insane for that shit.
So what I gathered from his announcement is it's going to be a series of matches. I don't think it's going to be like a round robin where everybody faces everybody. What I gathered, it's going to be a series of matches, and from all the matches, we vote who had the best standout performance of that.
Yeah.
And we vote the winner, and then the winner gets the John Cena Classic Championship. I would also like if they just added in there, they also get a World Championship shot, or I get at least like a mid-card championship shot at the very least. I would like something a little bit more, or Triple H can just be competent and use this to catapult somebody, and have it be like an unwritten rule that, they use it as a stepping stone to go for something after that. I think that would be very cool. I actually really love this idea. I really hope this isn't an idea that WWE does for a year, maybe two, and then completely drop it.
Put a bunch of duds in there. I wouldn't be shocked if they do that too.
Yep. And they say, talent has to qualify to be in it. So I could see, again, WWE in some way, shape, or form has control on who makes it into this thing. Mm-hmm. He didn't say when it was or anything like that, but he said he'll see us soon for the John Cena Classic. And again, when that is, probably look at your calendar for the next time an AEW pay-per-view is. But
the North.
I really like this idea. I think this has a lot of potential. I will, and I'm very excited to see how it plays out so we can, I'm excited to see how this plays out so we can see, how exactly to really kind of unpack this and give our opinions on it. But the idea of it, I must say, sounds really cool.
I do. Some people I saw were clowning on it and being like, oh, fans could just vote whoever is a loser. And like, that's not really what I think it is. And I think that's not what Cena wants it to be. I think it is more of like what you said, series of matches, no matter, what type of, maybe it's round robin, maybe it's just a bunch of exhibition matches. No matter what it is, things to be a series of matches where fans vote the standout. I kind of think of it as like, kind of what the fans did for Cedric back in the Cruiserweight Classic, but as like an official WWE voting system. Fans loved Cedric through that tournament. They cheered for him so much, he ended up getting signed. And I see this as a kind of way of whoever just stands out and the fans stick with the tournament, they're probably going to vote for, and they win the tournament, man. And obviously, he said they win, the John Cena tournament title. I don't think it's going to be like a tangible title. I take it akin to more of like the Owen title or that type of thing where like they win the title, but it's really just a trophy. They just make it a title so they could sell a replica title. That's really only why they ever make these things titles. It's really a trophy, but it's a title. But that's what I see it as, series of matches, whoever's the standout, and whether it's going to be because of match quality or just general momentum, people are going to vote for. So I like the idea. I'm willing to see it play out. And I'm excited for it, man, especially with the younger guys they have. Very interested to see, especially if they put a bunch of over with the fans people in there. Wonder, it is like a cool thing to see, like, who out of all these people that fans might love are they going to vote? I like that idea, man. So I'm going to hear it out. And I'm excited to see how they do it, man. Because I think potentially it can be really good. Now, it is WWE we're talking about. They could always fuck it up. But either way, I like the idea. I'm intrigued to see where it goes.
Yeah. I'm also curious because if there's NXT names in here, boy, that NXT roster is
it's not looking good anymore, man.
Honestly, dude, the only one that I'm really excited for, and I just mentioned him, is Mason Rook.
Yeah, that's the only one I'm like really trying to think about it.
Because, bro, I'm telling you, bro, people been clowning on him, which makes me even more excited for him, bro. Because at least from what I've seen, he looks like a fucking killer in the ring. I think people are gonna really end up fucking with him. I think people it's wrestling fans making fun of his looks, which they're not really the people to make fun of people's looks, in my opinion.
Really not.
He looks like a dog. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think he's gonna be really good.
It's gonna be like what happened when Walter first came in. Oh, look at this chubby guy, and he's fucking one of the greatest of all time. So you can it, and I think once people see him in those matches, I think people actually will really fuck with him. And I think he has actually a good chance of being the voted one. I could see it, depending on who they put in there. Obviously, if they put like an Ober or something, Ober might have the edge at this point. But We never know. And that's like the cool thing about it. Like I said, if you put a bunch of people that are over, you put a Javon Evans.
Hashtag vote Dragunov.
Bro, I'm going to be spamming that motherfucker. You put a bunch of people that people love. It actually is like cool to see who out of all those they will vote. I like that. That is a cool idea. I fuck with it. I'm down to see it through, man. And I like the idea with it, man.
Yeah. Hashtag vote LA Knight. Hashtag vote Tongaloa.
Best part is Triple H even put him in a tournament so they can't vote him.
100%.
He's
100%.
Like, they can't vote for him if he's not in the tournament, man. Let's have him get attacked by the Vision, and he's taken off TV. Yep. That or the Bloodline, either or. Some group is gonna attack him and take him out of the tournament.
Exactly. I'm excited for this, man. I'm excited to see where this goes. Oh man, that Cena tournament's coming up. Hey, Bronson.
Hey, Bronson.
Let's do that. Let's do that car spot again. All right, who am I doing it to? LA Knight. Yeah.
Like, even Ronson Reed's like, is it just to get him out the turn? Yes. So just go ahead and do it, man. Guess what? You'll be able to take 40% back on your check if you do that. He's doing it.
If you do this favor for me, we'll give you at least 15.4% of your paycheck back.
And then he's got to do it. Fuck, dude.
Jeez.
He's like, I'm back up to 75% now, man. I got to do it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that NXT, at least I do like, you know, Mason Rook. I think him in there could be pretty cool. A guy like Oba, guys like Dragunov, Carmelo. Mm-hmm. I think that could do wonders for even a guy like LA Knight. Maybe they could really show Triple H by way of votes that this guy's over.
I don't think of some other people in NXT, bro. I can't.
We could get Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor.
Ain't a soul voting for them people, bro. And, ain't none but their families voting.
Jackson Drake in there,
bro.
Or what about Naraku?
Oh, Naraku,
evil.
No one's voting evil, bro.
No,
literally, I could be cousins with Ricky Smokes, bro. I'm voting.
Who's the champion in NXT?
D'Angelo.
Ain't nobody voting for him. Who's the North American chick? Oh, Miles Bourne. Hey, my guy Miles Bourne. Yeah, my guy. I forgot about my guy Miles Bourne.
He has a chance. He's actually a good one in NXT. I forgot about him, man.
And Randy Orton.
Little Randy.
Mini Orton.
Young Orton. Well, I hope he's not like he's not like Young Orton, which is good.
Yeah, he's not fucking ripping urinals off the wall.
Hey, Code. Goated. And come on, who did that?
Hey, I want to know who did it. Goated story, bro. Gotta love old Randy Orton. But anyways, no, the pitch sounds cool.
It does.
Very interested to see when they do it, how they do it. Very interested to maybe cook up some graphics for that. I think that would be pretty cool. Very interested for that. But
maybe we could do the NHP vote of who might it be. We might be cooking. Hold up. We will discuss.
We could do the real vote. We can see if WWE's lying or not.
Oh, we
could
do
the real fan vote.
The real fan vote, man. Definitely not gonna cheese that one.
Yeah, but like honestly, bro, like you could have some pretty cool options there, man. WWE could run Naraku versus Damian Priest. You know what I mean? They could run Japanese Undertaker versus Puerto Rican Undertaker.
I just won't vote that match.
Yeah, I'm not voting that match.
I'm not voting anybody.
You know, we could get Danhausen in there versus like a 1980s vampire. We could do like the 60s versus the 80s. There could be some cool stuff in there. We could do Danhausen versus Minihausen. You know,
NHP fan vote, bro. We might have something there. Hold on.
We definitely might, bro. We definitely might have something there.
You guys will have to wait and see, man.
Yeah, we could do in case whoever we didn't feel, you know.
No, if we're like in those times and we're kind of fishing and seeing they might vote for someone like Danhausen, we definitely need our own vote, man. We need the real vote, man.
The last real John Cena Classic winner. But that was that. I love the announcement. I honestly thought he was going to come out there and announce Club WWE
and like the perks or whatever the fuck,
and announce like a start date and like the perks and the price of it, or like something. I thought it was going to be some stupid shit. I actually liked how this was an original announcement that nobody saw coming, and a tournament named after John Cena, bro. Let's celebrate this man while he's here. Let's celebrate this man for the rest of time, bro. Again, he's the GOAT for a reason, and we should keep this called the John Cena Classic for a reason. And I love it, man. It's a way to, again, it's a way to showcase new talent on a bright stage. Have John Cena in the building. We can have, again, John Cena still giving back to the business, bro. That's so awesome. He didn't just run off to Hollywood and have nothing to do with WWE, like, you know, somebody that's on the fucking board of the company. And he still very much loves the company, and he wants to endorse new talent and introduce new talent the same way and give people the same opportunities he was given. That is such a fucking GOAT thing to do, bro. That's amazing.
He really is the GOAT, man. Give him back. Making a tournament like this, man. He's the fucking GOAT for a reason, man. Love to see it. Love that it's named after him. And that little title they win being some type of spinner. That shit that's classic John Cena right there, man.
It is.
As Michael Cole would say, that's vintage Cena.
The veteran.
The veteran. Vintage Cena, man.
Yep.
Fucking hey, man. But love it, man. I like the idea, and I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yes. And your main event, I also love them having Cena say it's time for the main event. Kind of what Mark Henry used to do on Rampage.
Very cool.
That's actually a very cool touch. They always have him come out right before the main event.
Forgot about that with Rampage, dude.
Yeah.
Holy
that was a cool
shit,
little
that
thing.
Was a while ago.
I know. That was a cool
That
little
was
thing.
cool.
Mark Henry would do like the interview before the main event, and it would be like both guys in like, you know, on
Separate
doing a
boxes.
live promo and separate, you know, parts of the backstage area. It was cool. It was
That
cool.
was really cool.
Rampage was cool at first.
It was, man.
And it turned into Darby Allin falling off the map on the last. That was the last thing we ever seen. Darby Allin
Falls off
has
the map.
fallen off the map.
Where the fuck did he go? What do you mean he fell off the map? Was he Atlantis? Great.
We have a fucking game-breaking glitch.
Great. So he's in the back rooms, I guess. He was in the back rooms all that time.
Oh my god.
Fucking A, man.
Excalibur.
Main event.
The main event, man. Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns. Where the hell did my game score go?
Oh, hell no. I'm over looking at the game.
No, because I realized I had
I'm
it.
over looking at the game, bro.
I had it queued up.
He going, that's his concern right now.
No, because I sure was thinking, wait, I haven't seen the. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
well, OKC won. They are up 3-0 on. Ooh,
On who?
yeah, it's over for the Lakers.
Ah,
All because Luka didn't play, bro.
all because it's all his fault, man.
Dude.
They were spamming that trailer.
And that's the thing. I'm excited for Backrooms. I'm excited for Backrooms and Passenger that come out at the end of the month. But I was laughing all throughout the night because I'm like, oh my God, they are going ham with these.
Every 4-minute ad break between a match would start with a Backrooms trailer, bro. And it's always the same two.
Yeah.
It would trade off from the same two trailers. It's like, okay, bro, let me see a Passengers trailer. Let me see an Obsession trailer. Let me see something else, bro. But man, I am excited. I'm really excited for that movie, but like, damn. Fuck.
Golly. Yeah, definitely a lot of ads, bro. Definitely a lot of ads. So we have this match starting off, it was pretty even for the start of it. It was pretty even trading off with the start of it, man. It was basically just a lot of their traditional offense. It was Roman getting offense with Fatu. It wasn't one-sided in the beginning of it at all, really. It was pretty even. Roman Reigns went to use the announce table, but then ended up getting powerbombed himself through the announce table. We then got Jacob, like I said, powerbombing Roman through the table. He got him in the ring, and Roman would counter with a spear to Fatu for a near fall. For a near fall. Also, too, man, what was with like the FIFA World Cup ads before the little 4-minute ESPN ad break would start?
They were dead ass having a pre-ad, which was the FIFA World Cup every time, to the 4-minute ad break, bro.
What the hell, man?
God damn. Hey, at least, you know what? It was a FIFA World Cup ad. Thank God we didn't have to hear that Jelly Roll FIFA song or whatever the fuck they done did with that shit. Because, my God, my ears would actually bled at that point.
Yes.
Speaking of Jelly Roll, did you see all that shit with him and Post Malone? Random offshoot. Bro, they were going on a tour, and they didn't sell no tickets, so they had to cancel the tour, bro.
What?
Yeah. Should've stuck with rap, bro. Should've stuck with rap.
Oh, Jelly Roll's he's a WWE veteran.
He is a WWE veteran, man.
That sucks. That sucks. Especially, so yeah, I'm a very big fan of Post Malone's rap music. So it sucks to hear that his country venture isn't going too well. Honestly, though, even I don't know if he ever really sold tickets, but I've never heard about him not selling anything. But like back in like when he first started doing country or whatever. Yeah, that sucks, dude.
That
sucks.
Ugh.
That sucks.
So maybe Jelly Roll's too busy dealing with fucking having to cancel his tour.
Maybe, bro. Maybe. Yeah, that sucks. But I do hear from people that do like country music that his shit is pretty ass. I can't lie.
I mean, I'm sure it kind of is.
I've heard some of it because like some of my like algorithm like on my Apple Music or whatever, because they know I have a lot of Post Malone in my category, it'll play like sometimes I'll randomly get like when your playlist is done, you'll get like random songs that just come on, dude, and sometimes I'll hear some of it and I'm like, dude, this shit is I know, again, I'm not one to judge. I don't know what good country music is. I'm not a country music guy by any stretch of the imagination, but that shit sounds ass. But then again, that's coming from me. I don't really like this
ass to me.
Yeah. I'm not really a big fan of country music, but yeah, I mean it is but yes, the stuff I've heard from Post Malone is very rough, which I love. I thought rapping Post Malone was great. I really love like pop Post Malone too.
I like that too, exactly. But that country, that was rough for me, man.
Yeah, no way, no fucking way. But yeah, that sucks, man. Well, now we know where Jelly Roll's been. He ain't nothing but a liar.
Oh God.
But yeah, I wasn't a fan of those pre ad yeah, the pre ad break. So I wasn't a fan of that whatsoever, bro. But yes, Roman, after getting power bombed, hit a spear on Fatu for a near fall. He then went to go for another spear and got hit with a pop-up Samoan drop. Super cool.
Very good moment.
Super cool counter. Jacob Fatu quickly capitalized with his double springboard moonsault for a near fall. There was a lot. These two, especially Roman, is amazing at that, like 2.99 kick out. He's amazing at that, dude. He
is, bro. That ref, he hits two, his arm is coming down, and Roman still doesn't fucking budge until the last second, dude. Yeah. He is amazing at those.
Jacob Fatu then locked in the Tongan grip.
The Tongan grip. The Tongan?
Michael
grip.
Cole called this the Tongan grip.
Good.
It's like the Tongan death grip.
The Tongan grip. I mean, Tongan death grip. Good Lord.
Tongan grip. Nice.
I don't know they like that.
I ain't know Fatu had grip like that, bro. So he locked in the Tongan grip. Roman backed Fatu back up into the corner, into the ref, and the ref was down. I thought we were in for some shenanigans, but we actually weren't.
We weren't. It was very nice.
Jacob went to hit another pop-up Samoan drop, but Roman countered it on the way down. He hit him with a Superman punch. He hit him with another Superman punch for a near fall. These two were then kind of fighting out and about in the corner when the ref got back up. Jacob pulled, or was it Roman that pulled the turnbuckle off?
I thought it was more. I don't remember completely, man. I thought it was Jacob, but I'll have to go back and watch, I guess.
Yeah, the turnbuckle got pulled off nonetheless. The turnbuckle got pulled off, and these two were still kind of tussling. Roman, shoved Jacob into the corner, but he like went with him because they were still like wrapped up in a tussle. But Jacob's head happened to hit the exposed turnbuckle. Roman bounced off the ropes for a spear and won the match, which I like the ending. I like the idea of the ending. Like, you do the exposed turnbuckle to, incapacitate Jacob. But again, man, maybe, go on a little bit to have, maybe kayfabe have both guys forget that, you know, the turnbuckle's exposed, and then you accidentally have Jacob run headfirst into it. You know what I mean? The way they did it, I thought was just super anticlimactic, and I thought it was just so like abrupt. It just came to like an abrupt finish. But what I hated more than anything was Roman wins the match, and immediately, instead of selling like the finisher plus the turnbuckle spot that just happened, Jacob got up quicker than Roman did. He was up, like he was up before the ref handed Roman the title.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there like,
you're not gonna sell it?
And so he starts attacking Reigns, and he's saying to the camera, "This is what I told y'all was gonna happen." What? You were gonna lose? You were gonna lose in like a anticlimactic, abrupt ending? Is that what you told? I don't remember Jacob telling us that. What do you mean you told us this was gonna happen, bro? You just lost. I wasn't a fan of that at all. I just thought the ending was very anticlimactic, and it was a very good match. It was a very good match. I actually really enjoyed these guys' matches, and I honestly think their chemistry is only going to get better. But for me, dude, this just, again, it was so abrupt. It was so anticlimactic, and then Jacob didn't even sell the turnbuckle at the end of it, which I really didn't like. It just, again, I just wish there would have been more selling of the exposed turnbuckle. If that's what you were going to use to beat Fatu, he should have sold it. And I wasn't a fan of that at all. That really kind of pissed me off, but I do feel, you know, we are in store for another one. And I hope this one just has bigger stakes and hopefully a bit more of a logical ending.
Oh, 100%, man. Overall, I did like the match, and I'm cool with the ending. Like you said, it would have been nice if they kind of would have prolonged it a little more. But either way, it was really the post-match I really was just kind of annoyed with, man. He got up, instantly started attacking Roman Reigns, and, you know, I expect that, but maybe save that for the Raw after the pay-per-view, man. What you really should have done, have him sell the end of the match with the turnbuckle and the spear, have him be fucking out cold damn near, doesn't even realize he lost until Roman's damn near already gone. Maybe that's when you have him wake up and like be pissed at the ref and like looking at Roman. He could even like try to like go to Roman, but maybe he's just too fucked up and he just can't even make it and Roman gets away. Because I already know when we get to Monday, he's just going to attack Roman Reigns. I already know that's what they're going to do on Monday. So you might as well just saved it for Monday, for that's when the first like post loss pissed off attack really comes in on Raw. You got fucking 3 weeks to build for fucking the next match they're probably going to have with each other at Clash. Should have just prolonged it and just drung this out. Fucking with the man whose biggest problem is dragging shit out. How do you not drag something like this out to a few days, bro? A few days, man. And Jeff, I could totally see that happening. They're going to do some segment where they're either going to have Roman, you know, ban him from Raw or arrest him or something. I don't care about nothing like that, bro. I really don't. I get it. Bro is in jail. You don't have to beat it. It's beating a dead horse at this point, man. It kind of is. Like, he could be unhinged, and I'm cool with that. But I already know, because, like, Roman afterwards, after the match, said something about, like, oh, this was the last thing you ever did, or whatever. They're going to do something where he's banned from Raw for the time being, or whatever. And that shit kind of just dreads with me, man. And that's the scary part is, I wouldn't, the scariest scenario for me is they temporarily like ban him. Roman has a different match at Clash. He comes back at Clash, takes Roman out for the next month, and then we finally get the second Fatu match. That's my biggest fear with this. Either way, man, I like the match. Little underwhelming, man, but it was the ending that killed it for me. I expect you just to sell it more and just save it for TV, man. Especially with what you did was literally just him attacking him. Could have just saved it for television. You really could have.
Yeah, and again, I think too, having, again, like Sir K just said, man, saving this little post-match attack for the post, you know, Backlash Raw attack, I think would have been the best option. Again, have Jacob sell that turnbuckle, and actually sell, you know, and have to sit there and feel the consequences of losing to Roman Reigns. I think you could have done that a lot better, and I just think, again, I think he should have. I think he should have sold it there. I understand maybe they tried to have him, stay looking strong, by getting right back up, but again, dude, then at that, yes, it just made it look worse, dude. At that, if you wanted Jacob to abruptly get up, then you should have just had Roman beat him with a fucking roll up. At that point, you just got hit with an exposed turnbuckle and a finisher, and it was pretty much no sold, bro. So it didn't make much sense to me at all. I wasn't really a fan of that,
especially with how much they like to do like post show shit.
Mm-hmm.
He could have been basically knocked out, woke up right before the show faded, and maybe like he does have like a little push apart brawl with Roman at the post show to set up Raw. You could have done anything else, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You made him, he no-sold it completely, man. You should not have done that. You should have just sold it a little more, and you could have had a little scuffle on the post show and saved the real shit for Raw, man. It's that simple, man.
It really is. It really is. I don't understand why they had to go about it that way, man. Again, it really did Jacob no favors. It just made it look so stupid, to be honest, man. Why would we go with an ending where Roman technically doesn't, beat him clean? He cheats to win and then still ends up getting his ass beat. And then again, to have Jacob look down that camera lens and say, "I told you all this was going to happen." No, that's what you say if you beat Roman Reigns. You told us you were going to beat Roman Reigns. You told him you were going to take the title and everything that he had. You said you needed the title.
You didn't take nothing. You still can't pay for new college, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Your kids still got to go to public school, bro. I'm sorry, but like you didn't accomplish what you told us you were going to accomplish. You know what I mean? Like, this is not what you told us was going to happen by any stretch. So, hey, this is again, this is a situation I thought could have been easily avoidable, and I don't really know why they had to go about it that way. I still thought the match was really great, man. I just thought the ending massively overwhelmed, and it definitely brought it down a few notches there, with the way they went about booking that ending. I think you could have done that way better.
I think you could have.
Yeah. So, or honestly, bro, I get you want to keep Jacob strong, but bro, Roman is your Roman is your world champion. It's Roman fucking Reigns. If Jacob loses to Roman Reigns, I think that would have even been better to aid the story of like Jacob having to come with the consequences that he's not as good as Roman Reigns, which would make him more desperate enough to say, I hear the chatter. I hear people say I'm not better than you. That's why I'm willing to say I will offer
my services.
Yes, I will. I will offer being in the bloodline if you could beat me one more time. Because yes, you beat me. You were the better man. But I know I can beat you.
I know I can. And again, he'll probably lose after that. And like that's the story of maybe Jacob's mentality at that point is, I gotta be in this bloodline now. I'm really here to like stake out Roman, see his weakness, so the next time I do face this dude, I could get his number, and I could finally get his number, man. And then you could kind of do Rhea and Io thing where he never beat him yet, and that's like really what he wants to do is beat this guy that he bet it all on that he could beat him, and he couldn't beat him. That's now his like obsession that he's got to beat him. So he gets in with him to learn how to beat him. It's not that difficult.
Like, it's not. It's not that hard, bro.
We literally sat through this whole review saying about how much shit you could do for SummerSlam, and they're not going to do any of it.
No, we do this every fucking year. We sit here and give nothing but fucking good ideas. We sit here and give a lot of fucking good ideas, even though a lot of people, they disagree. They say
disagree.
Our takes suck and the whole show's horrible. But
takes are absurd.
Yeah, that's why those motherfuckers stay in the comment section. And
you don't got your own show. You don't got the balls to have one of these. You're a fake demon.
They're a fucking fake demon, bro. They're not like any of us, guys. They're not like any of us. They're a bunch of fake demons. But I digress. No, I mean, we sit here and I genuinely think we give really solid ideas.
I do.
And this is what we're met with. This is what we're met with every year. We're met with a boring summer that ends up leading to a boring SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. And then after that, it leads up to a boring WrestleMania season. They do no fucking good ideas that we
lay out that they could do.
We lay out that makes sense.
It makes sense. It's fun. It's different. Like, I don't even want to see, like I mentioned earlier, Roman and Seth. But you could have a whole thing where both guys lost everything around them because they were dickhead heels. So now they're dealing with, and neither guy has nobody left, bro. But in a way, they kind of got each other, and they learned that they at least have that like brotherhood still. But no matter how much they hate each other, they still got that brotherhood, man. And that's what the match could fucking result in. But
Yeah.
no, there's just gonna be I hate you and I hate you too. So let's fight. Which is gonna be funny because the other match, Cody and Punk and Cody, is gonna be the opposite. It's I love you, you love me, let's fight. It's gonna be horrible.
I always wanted to fight my friend.
We know, bro. We know. You fight people you like, you fight people you don't like. We know, buddy.
God. And that was everything. That was everything, man. Honestly, honest to God, man, I really did enjoy what they had tonight for Backlash. I really enjoyed the show. After the first two matches, I was very surprised. I was like, you know what? I feel like things aren't being rushed. I feel like things are getting time, and like the in-ring quality's not so bad. Trips, if we can just get back to this, where
Regulars.
things are given time, everything's getting over 10 minutes, and we're getting back to shows that actually end up being solid in-ring, solid quality shows. I can live with that, bro. I can fucking live with that. So I really enjoyed Backlash Tampa. I think it was a great show. I think overall, again, they announced a lot of really good, or they did a lot of really good stuff, and they announced something really good on this show too. And I thought it was just overall a solid night of wrestling. Again, the Danhausen stuff wasn't again, it wasn't pay-per-view worthy. It wasn't premium live event worthy. But again, was it even something that made the show, downright atrociously bad? Not really. To be honest, it was kind of it was what to expect from Danhausen. This wasn't anything out of the norm with what we're used to seeing from him. But again, man, I mean, I really thought they put together a nice night of wrestling, and I'm actually very proud of the work that they've done for the past two pay-per-views now.
No, 100%, man. Mania Night 2 was good. This was good. I hope they keep this course of good time for the matches. Overall, good decisions for the matches themselves. Obviously, there's a little after thing with the Roman thing or whatever, but overall, good match decisions. No absurd, stupid winners or losers. Good matches that got some time, that got genuinely good time throughout the show. They all did. Which is very nice. Even that fucking shit ass tag match, that joke match that like you said shouldn't have been on pay-per-view. Even that got good time, man. So you're given good time. Please keep using this format, man, and just put maybe more exciting matches on the next ones.
And I was gonna say, imagine how much better this pay-per-view would have been if you would have gave Ethan Page and Penta 12 minutes to go out there and put something together.
100%.
This could have been one of their best top to bottom shows of the year.
Yeah, exactly, man. So overall, I like the format, and I hope they keep up this energy with the match times. Overall, good decisions for the matches. I just hope on the next one they do make better matches for the show, man.
Overall, man, what would you say has been the best pay-per-view of the year, and what would you say has been the best WWE pay-per-view of the year?
Best WWE? Probably be Mania Night 2. Not Chamber, man. Not Chamber at all. I can't believe we went to that show, man. They put that show on in the United Center, brother. But I would say it's Mania Night 2 for WWE.
Same.
And overall, fuck, I always have a difficult time remembering which AEW pay-per-view.
I'm pulling up the playlist right now.
I always have to look at the cards for the AEW pay-per-views, dude. I'm trying to think, man.
Probably Revolution, yeah.
I think Revolution, man. I think so, because Dynasty was good, and I did really like Dynasty, but I think Revolution overall for WWE. I think I'm gonna go Mania Night 2 overall. I think I'm gonna go Rev. You?
I think so. I think for WWE, I'll overall say Revolution. I think that was the best show of the year so far. But for WWE, I would say the same thing. I would say Mania Night 2 has probably been their best that they've done this year. But yeah.
Most definitely, man. It was good. I hope they continue this trend overall, man.
For sure.
Especially with when you announced so far Cody and Gunther for Clash, that is going to be a really good match. If Roman's on the show, it's probably not going to be the main event. But overall, I do like that match, man. And I hope you just put like cooler matches on the next one.
like middle of the card stuff. Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure. But that was everything, man. That was everything for Backlash Tampa. Again, great show. Very proud of them. WrestleMania Night 1 must have been a really hard slap in the face, because ever since then he's done a very good job.
He's like, okay, I need to lock in. Hold on.
Yeah, because man. But yeah, that is going to do it, man. That's going to do it. Hey, we want to thank you guys so very much. It's been an awesome 3-day streak here.
Truly.
We got my guy Jumpin' Jeff in the chat. Always a pleasure to have you, man. We got OG. We got Manager Logan. He did get his pay cut, but we do appreciate him still sticking around after the pay cut. We got Paul Clown Levesque, bro. Dominate. Of course, my guy Tom, bro.
Oh boy.
Thank you guys. And we have Flex the OG. He was here. I didn't even see this comment. I wish I never seen that comment. And we got my guy Gotti in the chat. Thank you guys so very much for joining us, man. I also, this is news I just found out literally a couple minutes ago. Thank you guys officially for 700 subscribers. We are officially at 701.
That's crazy. I remember we were stuck at like 240.
Yeah, we were stuck at a certain point for a very long time, man. Thank you guys so very much for the support. Thank you guys for the engagement. Thank you guys for showing up. This truly, this is my passion. This I've truly dumped all my energy into this for a lot of years, man, and I've always tried to give you guys everything I got every single time we come on here, man, because I love this. I love professional wrestling. I love professional wrestling fans. I love engaging with you guys. And this truly is my passion. I love this. I love you guys, and I'm so excited for many more years of NHP, no matter how much it changes or no matter how much it stays the same. Man, thank you guys so much. I can't thank you guys, man. This truly means the world that you guys support what we do, and it means the world to me that you guys for wrestling fans out there, we're one of the podcasts that they listen to. You guys choose to listen to us, and man, I can't nearly even describe how much that means to me.
Same, dude, same. Without all the options that you have for podcast and content creators, bro, choosing us, truly something special, man. Thank you guys for choosing the time out your day, watching us, commenting on us, even if you don't, just watching us, dude, watching our clips, whatever it may be. The fact that you guys take your time to watch us is truly something special, man. Thank you all. 700 is fucking crazy, dude. It really is, man. Thank you all who watch us, who take your time, who comment, who engage with us, man, who just talk with us in the chat. Like I always say, dude, it's not even like I'm talking to a chat. It feels like I'm just genuinely having conversations with you guys anytime you guys comment something. And I love that, dude. I truly love that. Thank you guys, man. They're all the years, man. The people that stuck, the people that always come in new, man. Thank you guys, man. And like you said, no, man, however things stay the same, however they might change, you'll always have us in some capacity, man. And I'm excited to see how it goes, man. We'll always be here. We'll always be talking about how Triple H is a bald Nazi, or how this, or, good old Tony Khan. We'll always be here to talk about it, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I've always said this. A lot of communities are very toxic towards their own group of subscribers. I've always tried to have this be a thing where you guys can come and just give your opinion, and you guys don't have to worry about again being made fun of by the people that are talking to the camera or us. You guys don't have to be made fun of or called fucking idiots or whatever the case is, man. So I've always tried to keep that. And again, it's professional wrestling. At the end of the day, you don't have to insult people.
We're not talking politics here.
Yes, you don't have to insult people about their professional wrestling opinions. Again, we all may not agree.
We don't agree.
And sometimes we do like to make fun of the wrestling fans that have the very out there opinions. But at the end of the day, man, you guys know, you guys are all welcome here, man. We love all you guys for real. We appreciate the hell out of you guys, man. And Logan says he's trying to be toxic about his pay cut. Logan,
man, it's nothing personal. It's just business.
Yeah, there's no room for discussion either. What's done is done.
30 minutes already passed, man. It's already too late.
Yeah, 30 minutes. That's it. Yeah. you when you were faced with adversary, you
Didn't work out.
yeah, the
You choked.
adversary crumbled on you, bro.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. Truly, thank you guys. I love interacting with you guys, man. These post-show reviews, man. Excited. We got Double or Nothing. We got Clash coming up, man. I'm
Yes, sir.
excited.
Yes, sir, man. Very excited for it all. Thank you guys so much. I literally just found it out.
Crazy.
Literally just minutes ago. So I just wanted to say a few words, man, while we were on here. Just again, man, thank you so much. This truly means a lot to me. This truly means a lot to me, and I just want you guys to know you have two guys that are genuinely passionate about the product that we give you guys, always continuously trying to think about how we can make it better from every standpoint of content that we give out, man. So it really means a lot. Again, it really means a lot, and it's very humbling, man. It's very humbling. So I really appreciate you guys, man. But that is gonna do it for this. This has been an amazing 3-day.
Hell yeah.
This has been an amazing 3-day. It's been a blast. Thank you guys so very much for joining us, man. It has been always a pleasure. Go ahead.
And I too, Mother's Day is tomorrow, so shout out any mothers out there. Hope you guys have a good day. Shout out OG, and hope you guys enjoy Mother's Day. I just remembered it was Mother's Day tomorrow.
Bro, I would have. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I know
would have been
you
so pissed at myself, dude. I would have been so pissed at myself. We're about a little over 45 minutes away from Mother's Day. Shout out to all the mothers out there. Shout out to all the mothers out there. I know a lot of really good moms out there, man, and your hard work and your love is so appreciated. I know a lot of great women, man, that have truly had an impact on my life, whether it was my actual OG or whether it was my second moms, my third moms, my work moms, whatever the case is, man. There's been a lot of women that are mothers to me that have touched my heart in my life, really been amazing mentors, and again, the work, the hard work you guys put in, the love you guys show is truly irreplaceable. To speak about my OG for a second, man, I do not know what I would do without the life lessons that you taught me. I don't know what I would do without your support, those long conversations we would have, whether it was on the couch, whether it was on the couch of my childhood home, whether it was in the new house, man, whether it was at our OG late night diner spot that we would always go to to just talk. Our conversations they will outlive me. That is how much they mean to me, man. So I really appreciate you, OG, and happy Mother's Day. And again, happy Mother's Day to all the other mothers. Happy Mother's Day to Sir K's mom. Truly, such a sweet lady, such a sweet lady. I really love her to death. I love her to death. And happy Mother's Day again to all the great mothers out there, man. So you already know what it is.
Truly, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, man. OG, thank you for always welcoming me in the home, being that second mother, man. All the second, like you said, second, third, all the mothers I've met in my life, man. Obviously, my mother, man. Love you. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you. I appreciate you. Happy Mother's Day out there to all the mothers, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank God I remembered.
Oh, I'd have been so pissed. Because I told myself before we were going to go on here, I was like, all right, my niece, Mother's Day. That was my 2 bullet points I had to hit. But I wanted to hit Mother's Day at the end, so it'd be closer to Mother's Day.
Exactly.
And boy, I almost got sidetracked with the NHP news. But yes, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the great mothers out there. So yeah, that is everything, man. Thank you guys so very much. And it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Backlash Tampa review. Thank you guys so very much. Next time we'll be on here with a post-show review is for Double or Nothing. But as for the next time you'll see your boys, we will see you all on Monday after Raw with NHP Unscripted.
Peace.